Oh man, what a rough evening. I had a lot of fun doing D&D yesterday, though. I feel like everyone's really invested. I think things are going really well. I think, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more of this campaign. I just started a brand new campaign, and
good to see you around here. What can
I'm planning on running that campaign in real life, in person, and then doing the online one. So, I don't know. So far, the only person who's, like, confirmed for playing D&D online is you, Mark. So we're gonna need some more players, I think. Preferably people with like a half decent mic and a webcam, because I'm thinking it would be nice to stream the campaign. So that would be a thing. Yeah, I guess it'll have to be on like I have just shy of 2 bottles of Mum Napa Brute, 2 edibles. God damn. I'm trying to think, what day were we thinking about doing it on? Fridays, I think we were talking about, maybe? Maybe I should talk to some of the other folks who stream who I know, who are like, you know, fun, good streamers, and see if they'd be interested in like a once a month thing. Yeah, we were talking about Friday afternoons. That's true. There's certainly, the only downside of that is it would be every like couple of weeks, because any day, like daytime thing, doesn't really work as well with Sonnet's schedule. But yo, holy crap, Overseer Charmer bombing in here with a big old raid. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yo, thank you for the follow. Tyler Milk Can, appreciate that. Bucket Helmet Knight, thank you for the host. I really appreciate that. That's weird. The my scripted shoutout didn't occur. My list of scripts isn't even there. Something's breaking. That's fine. Welcome in. Welcome in.
You already have to be a piece of shit person if you want to watch my streams. Because I am not going to get
Thanks for being on it, Mark.
mail from Karens about, you made my son say the S word. And I'm like, fucking Snow? And they're like, no, bitch.
What a clip. Yo, Jello, with the 18 months of subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friend. Thank you, I appreciate that. Why that clip? I mean, now I'll have Roxanne stuck in my head for the rest of the night. I mean, you know, I do what I can. I do these things because I love. How goes? Yeah, what's shaking, y'all? Bucket Helmet Knight, how are you this evening? Tyler Milcan, thank you again for that follow. Overseer Charmer, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. What were you rocking tonight? You were playing some Power Wash Simulator. Nice. You're the second person I've seen playing that. It looks satisfying. It looks like the popping bubble wrap of gaming. Suggested by a viewer. I always appreciate that. Man, I need to scroll up a bit. It's been a while. Good to see you. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I always really appreciate when folks you know, recommend to other streamers my humble little stream over here. And thank you so much, Overseer, for yeah, for entrusting your community over here. I actually like just went live. I've been live for what, 6 minutes. So I was struggling for more than that. What, just over 2 hours to put down the little one. I've got a 2.5-month-old or 2.5-year-old 2.5-year-old daughter who did not want to go to sleep. Good God. That was a thing. Happy Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're on the East Coast, so you're rocking that Sunday thing. Is it Tekka Rock or Tekka Rock? Tetra Rock? Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. How have I been? I mean, you know, spending 2.5 hours trying to get a child to bed. So, that kind of just riding that vibe into stream. And thank you for the follow as well. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm way behind on chat. I got all distracted with the fact that my shoutout didn't happen automatically. Things are falling apart. Everything's breaking. Everything's terrible. And how are you all doing? I'm sick, but I'm good. Oh, well, you know, I'm sorry to hear you're sick, but I'm good. Glad that you're doing all right. Phasmo, getting over it, and Power Wash. Drunk stream. Nice. Yeah, I do quite a few of those. I've got I've got a chair rest there going on. But I've got this collection happening that I've got something like 60 some odd drinks in the collection, so I usually end up drinking most streams that I do. So every stream's a drunk stream if you commit hard enough. How's it going, Papa Rocks? It's good, Zebri. How are you? The man that recommended you was me all along. That's awesome. Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll be playing more Gas Station Simulator. Is that an actual game? I can't tell if that's a meme or a real game. I mean, either way, it's a meme, but when you have a Motorhead shirt, so hell yeah, I liked it. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, I've been wearing metal tees a lot less often lately because little kids at the park kind of get off put by it sometimes. So, I had a child today tell me that my shirt was scary. Very matter-of-factly. It wasn't like, didn't seem scared by it, but just said, like, your shirt is scary. It's like, well, yeah, that's true. You're not wrong. So heard you talking about D&D, and I'm a DM. Oh, nice, Overseer. Yeah, I am as well. I'm one of those sort of lifelong DMs. What's being played right now? Bandmade. Little poppy. Overseer, thank you for the follow as well. Rocks! Really appreciate that. Yeah, I've done a lot of DMing. I was actually a paid DM for a while as well. I mean, technically speaking, I have worked as a professional dungeon master, but like, you know, barely. Yeah, I'm just starting two different campaigns. Well, the same campaign, but with two groups. Because it's something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I've had an idea in my head that's been germinating for years now, and I finally decided I'm gonna execute it. I'm gonna spend a bunch of time working on it, and yeah, so now I'm doing that. Yeah, 4 months, almost 5 months, Bucket. When did the camera angle change? Well, so basically I moved things around because we did a couple nights in a row where the waifu was joining me on stream, and so I wanted to move things around so that I could have a nice little space next to me where she can hang out and do a co-stream. So it was mostly just the fact that I wanted to crop my webcam so that I'm tucked over on the left here, and then but I also don't want my fucking computer desk like in the middle of the room, so cleaned off my desk in most of my room so I can start streaming soon. Nice. Didn't want to stream in a pile of beer cans with a pile of empty chip bags and Amazon boxes behind me. That's probably wise. Oh shit, pick the drink. Some Fuyu. Let's do it. Fuyu is a Japanese small batch single malt whiskey, which has some really cool art on it. Japan's been producing some award-winning single malts for years now, and this was a nice one that made it over here to Canada. Call me Charmer. Will do, Charmer. Yeah, the Overseer makes me think, pardon me, that you're a Fallout fan, or maybe that's, you know, a different reference entirely. Fuyu is pretty good. Oh damn, you've tried it. I like a good anything really. I like a good single malt. I like a good wine. I like a good gin, rum, mezcal. I like a good drink. Boom. So, cheers. Thanks for the redeem, Mark. Yeah, my stream Fallout on Thursdays. Also, a Fallout tattoo. Oh, goddamn. I don't have any ink yet, although I was actually just recently, like really recently, thinking about getting my first tattoo, because I've got 2.5-year-old daughter who is like the single most important part of my life, and she is named Callista after Callisto, the Greek mythological hunter, who then became a constellation, the Big Dipper. And so I was thinking, I'm also named after a Greek mythological hunter who became a constellation. And so I was thinking about getting, maybe on my forearm or something, the night sky with our 2 constellations on it. So that's sort of been my idea for my first ever ink. The big challenge really is that because I've never had any tattoos done before, I'm a little bit worried about having a tattoo where the best execution that I can think of would be to have my entire fucking arm be the night sky, and that seems like a heavy fucking pain commitment. And so it's like, I don't know yet how I'll do with the pain of it. So if like blacking my arm in ink ends up being a little bit too painful for me, or I have to do it in like a ton of sessions or whatever, then that's just like, I don't know. It's a commitment. So I'm a little nervous about executing the concept. Unless I can think of like another way to perhaps do that, but go out of my way to find whiskeys and try them. Nice. We're kind of the same way over in this house. How's the weekend? I assume you're referring to the chronological construct rather than the band, in which case mine was good. Yeah, D&D yesterday was a ton of fun. It was my first major session of my current campaign with like 4 of the 5 people there. Unfortunately, one of the players had to bail out at the very last second because we're all a bunch of fucking grown-ass adults with kids, and every once in a while things come up, but you can definitely find a good artist that knows how to make it perfect for you. Yeah, so that's the next kind of hurdle, is finding someone who arts, because that's something that I do not. So I'll have to find, and most tattoo artists, especially where I live, like I'm on the West Coast, and I find the coasts in general are just full of alt culture folks. So we've got probably, the number of tattoo artists we have per capita in my city is probably much higher than average. So I'm sure it wouldn't be challenging to find a very talented artist to put that concept into into, I don't know what you'd call it, like put that concept to paper, I guess, before inking it. But yeah, at the moment we're doing a little bit of Fallout Friday. Which Fallout game do you play on Thursdays, Charmer? Because we are doing Fallout Friday, which is it was Fallout 4, but I added 120 mods to it, and before very long it stopped like running correctly. It started like crashing on boot. I think it might have been the area I was in and had some conflicting mods, and so I just asked the community, like, would you prefer that I troubleshoot Fallout 4, maybe remove a few mods, or just YOLO, switch it up, we'll do something different. And so so the popular vote was to change gears entirely and hit up some rip letter and to hit up some New Vegas. So that's where we are. We're only a couple sessions deep. You're at 3. Beat 1 on stream. Nice. Oh, going in order, dude. That's awesome. That's Fallout 3 was the one that blew me away when I first played it. Like, because I had played Fallout 2. I don't think I had played 1, actually. But I played a bunch of Fallout 2, and
NCR Rangers deserve
where's the
all
person
my
who runs this place? I was about to talk to her, and then here we go.
Good to see you around here.
And then when I played
Yeah,
3, I
Morty.
was just like, holy shit, like they did it. They took the Fallout franchise, they took a tactical, isometric 2D RPG, and they
Don't be
turned it
carrying any guns
into
into
a
the
live
casino.
action FPS RPG perfectly. Like they incorporated the perks, the skills, the like sensibility, and all in like a full fucking 3D world. I mean, I just blew me the fuck away. So yeah, I was really excited to see them do so much good with the franchise, and then they've just gotten better with every game, in my opinion. I think New Vegas was better than 3, and it's a hot take, but I think 4 was better than New Vegas. Looking for a second? Yeah, no worries. Well, hi, cutie. Rock's the best puppet ever. Great care of the little one. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I kept trying to get food into her, and she kept refusing it, and then by the time she finally went to bed, she was like asking for food, and so I was like, well,
NCR
damn
Rangers
it, like,
deserve all my praise.
a little bit late now, but so yeah, she was asking for peas because she loves veggies, and so I boiled her up some peas and
Hi there.
sat there with her while she ate handfuls of fucking boiled peas, and that was not tedious at all. Death Killer with the fucking 10 months of Prime. Dude, thank you. Wasn't it? Didn't you just use your Prime for 9 months, like, a couple days ago? Because the fact that that was apparently a month. My god. Crazy. There's nothing weird and crazy and secret in here? Empty safe? What is this?
It's good to have a friend of the NCR here. What can I do for you?
It was a month. That's crazy. That's crazy. Tell me about yourself, except I don't actually care.
I was elected to this post 7 years ago. I'm the 3rd NCR representative. Now, I've had that.
I don't really want a history lesson in the NCR. Everyone's been telling. Wow, this guy actually seems to know a lot about the NCR. Do you have any quests for Caravan? Man, that is a cool looking briefcase. How is that like the only briefcase in this game? I don't think I've ever seen a briefcase in like in any other place. How is there no like hidden wall locker or something in here? That's wild. All right, so there's like, aside from the ambassador, it doesn't really seem like there's many sort of named and oh, never mind.
Welcome to the NCR embassy.
Time is very much a human construct, but it's wild that went so fast. I don't know. I've been finding time is really just fucking melting away lately. It's been wild. Holy crap! There's a lot of rooms in here. Oh, I see. Couple bathrooms. Oh, like a lunchroom and shit. Oh, a whole like rec room in here.
Wow, look who it is.
Look who it is. How does this person know anything about me? Yeah, Fuyu. The Fuyu. El Fuyu. I'm just looking for, like, any magazines that will give me permanent increases to my stats. Or... that's about it, really. There's like a finite number of skill books in this game. I swear, one of the Fallout games, is it New Vegas, has one of the pool balls gives you a permanent luck increase, but I don't remember which one, and I don't even know if it's in this Fallout. But I swear, it's like the 8 ball or the Q ball or something, gives you +1 luck to just like have in your inventory. Free war book. That's not a skill book. I've got the perk that gives me an extra skill point every time I read a skill book that like gives permanent increases. What's with these strip letters? Are these like is this some sort of scavenger hunt I'm supposed to be taking part in? I'm afraid to steal anything. I don't want people, you know, coming after me. I think magazines only give you a temporary boost. Yes, there are magazines. There's tons of those around that give you a boost for a short time. But then there's skill books that give you an actual permanent +2 or something increase. And I have a perk. You gain double the bonuses from magazines and an additional point from skill books. Skill books are just a lot rarer. And they're all in like set places. I don't think any are randomly generated, so I don't think there's any in containers. I think they're all in like specific spots. Because I remember when I played this years ago, I remember trying to find all the skill books to like get my skills to 100. You know, trying to like do
not stand in the fountains.
Please do not stand in the fountains. Trying to do some like completionist bullshit. So I met Michelangelo. He gave me a mission. Yo, Doc91st with the follow. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Rocks!
You've never found skill books in New Vegas? Whoa, that's wild. I found like 3 of them so far.
Hey. Step up. Let's see your game.
And I gave them to Boone, or maybe to Edie or something, to hold on to until I actually received until I unlocked the perk that lets me get the extra skill point. Lost. Copy of Dean's Electronics. Wednesday is bingo night in the diner. I don't know. Need to shortstop to even out the teams. What is all this? Tarot card reading. Boy, it's crazy. One of the mods like makes all the notes and stuff like that like HD. You can really tell which textures have been like beefed up though. Little intercom isn't interactable. Hard work is happy work. Oh my god. Kill me. I'd be so annoyed if I worked somewhere that had bullshit stuff like that all over the place. Yes, terminal. Cool. Services. Aspartame sugar balls. Give the youngins an early boost. Real cornflour pancakes. Would make Monfanto proud. Savory iguana sausages. No, we only cook female iguanas. There's a aspartame and a Monsanto reference in this game. Those both seem like newer concepts in this game for some reason, but I guess not. I guess they've been around. Mesquite flavored Cazador wings. Get back at them with spice. Applesauce gecko stew. So good you'll crawl up the wall. Creamy mac and cheese. Your wife will stop asking for clam chowder. The fuck? Even Gandhi could not sit this one out? What? What? What is that reference? Go out tonight with a bang? Oh, because it's beans and deviled eggs? Right, so it's like, you're gonna fart. Wild. Man, the jokes in this are just redonkulous. Toys, yes, but these still run. Courtesy intercom wake-up calls. Oh, so this is like an inn? Vault 21 is a story unlike any other nuclear fallout shelter. You're about to learn why. It is common knowledge that some vaults were built and organized with motives that went beyond their function, as safeguards of our last great hope. The hope that humanity would survive even the worst catastrophe imaginable. Nuclear war. Vault 21 was one of those experimental vaults. In the spirit of Las Vegas, our vault was built and organized around gambling. Everything you'll see here follows the idea that humans can coexist and organize their lives based on the principle that skill is the only factor that should tip the blind balance held by Lady Luck. We embodied the perfect equilibrium between self-reliance and social equality. Each level of Vault 21 was symmetrical and transparent. Each room looked exactly like the next, and every gambling place was built in plain sight, so that no person would have advantage over another. Thanks to this, quarrels in our society were solved from an equal standing ground, the best won, just like our American dream promised so long ago. After 200 years of living in harmony, we finally awoke to the nature of the outside world, when Mr. House, in his able wisdom, resurrected our lost city as New Vegas. So, was Mr. House from a vault then? Like, was he... Did he originate in Vault 21, I wonder? 7 years ago, Mr. House rebuilt and organized the great city of New Vegas. Vault 21 rests in the middle of the Strip, and it was inevitable that it would become part of the city's bright future. Mr. House contacted the community and offered us to participate in the resurgence of New Vegas. Most Vault 21 dwellers refused the offer. Life was comfortable, safe, and fruitful. We had grown so accustomed to the benefits of our isolated society that we could not conceive leaving it behind for an unknown future, teetering on a precarious balance. Still, there were some among us who disagreed with the prevailing wisdom. They challenged, on Mr. House's behalf, each of the Vault level's representatives that supported continuing our isolation. According to the custom, a game would be set up where the winner would decide the course of the community's future. A game of blackjack was scheduled and held in this very level of Vault 21. After many hours of grueling struggle, Mr. House's supporters won an extremely risky and fateful gambit. They decided to open up the doors to the outside world. The rest upheld our system and remained true to their promise to abide by the victor's decision. After almost 200 years within Vault 21's halls, we released the seals of the ancient doors. We opened to a new world. That's crazy. Stripped the vault, filled its empty husk with concrete, only leaving behind part of the vault's top level, where you'll find hospice and the warmth of the ancient home. Okay. So they, like, destroyed some of it just so that, I guess, they couldn't backtrack. Mail messaging. Crazy. Oh, and this is one of the vault dwellers, I guess.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world.
Thanks. Here, why don't we do our Stream Raiders battle? We got a few people who are waiting for this battle to begin. And I just noticed this song requests aren't playing. One of the songs apparently jammed up the works by being unplayable via embedded links. Humanity, how goes? How's Pebbles? Well, she finally did go to sleep, so that's something. So for those who play Stream Raiders, this battle that I'm just about to start is a loyalty gold chest, so it's worth a ton of gold to take part in. And if you want to spend a few channel points, you can also get an extra 200 gold from taking part. Whoops. There we go. Hey. Let's do it. Bloop. Yeah, I think the Pebble's good.
I have all sorts of things. Vault souvenir.
Bunch of vault stuff.
Oh, okay. I got these great lunch boxes. They're super. What else? Oh, what about a vintage vault? Okay, I do, but who wants a lame sensor module or a nitrogen canister anyway? All the popular stuff is
finally raining
sold,
here, so it's about 28 Celsius, which is cold.
I need to find
Kinda
more
cold, I can
because
fall
people
asleep too,
buy
which is a
them
great
like
thing.
hotcakes.
That's good.
Leather suits
Yeah,
are
it's
good times.
it was
Thinking about that just
pouring rain
blows my
yesterday
top.
for the first time in a long time.
You would? I'll pay you good money per.
Oh, god damn it. I just don't have enough barter to, like,
Do I look like a seamstress to you? Those boomsters can
to
stay there
do
nowhere.
a bunch of different things. That's fine. That's fine.
Good to see you again. Good to see you again.
A vault hotel. Was it like this before the war?
No, silly. Of course it wasn't always a hotel. I grew up in it. I love it. My favorite place in the world. Not that I know much of the world. I never left this place, come to
Damn,
think
it's a
of
very,
it.
very tasty, smooth
But
whiskey.
it is the most special vault ever.
What's so special about this vault?
My vault is pure New Vegas. Everyone has a chance, and Lady Luck smiles if you play your odds right. Okay, it was like that before we had to leave. Vault 21 had very smart ways to help people get along. All arguments and fights got solved through gambling.
Oh,
I'll give you
yo,
a
Shy
quick
Guy.
tour of my
How are you?
home.
Got
Oh, yeah, if
rocks
you
in your
like.
socks. I would remove them and put them where they belong, in the dryer.
Right. All right, please follow.
Oh, she offered
Good
me
to
a
see
tour.
you
I
again.
didn't even notice what was going on. Wasn't always a hotel? What does Mr. House have to do with it?
Mr. House has everything to do with Vault 21. He tried to get us out before he filled it with concrete.
Tried to
I
get
almost
us
went
out?
ape. So we convinced him. Okay, Sheldon and I, right? We convinced him to leave the top level mostly intact.
Oh, he had to be convinced. Why do you fill it with concrete?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't want anybody sneaking around down there.
That cocktail
My vault
turned out
runs
great.
deep and
Nice.
wide. It's filled with corridors and rooms that go far.
Cider and cinnamon
What
infused
gives
syrup
them
and
the right to
whatnot.
screw
And I
us
made
with
some
the
whiskey
royal
sours
shaft
this
anyway?
weekend. Oh, that sounds
so
nice.
we saved New Vegas. Woohoo!
I'm sipping on a little bit of
Now scram
Japanese
and let
single
us go
malt
on with our lives.
right now.
Sheesh.
Dr. House from House MD really upgraded himself. Yeah, I bet. He's running a whole part of town. You run the place?
Yeah, and you gotta dig what I did with it. Looking as good as it should. Almost.
You miss the old days in the vault?
It was bustling with activity. We all knew each other so well. You see,
Discovered
the
after
vault
checked
kept us all
Kiddo's
even.
pockets. Actually
all
found some
symmetry
small
and windows
rocks in the
down there.
dryer.
We solved any quarrels through
Yeah,
gambling.
that's a thing.
Lady Luck cast no eyeballs, you know? So, nobody shafted
Callista's
anyone
been loving
else.
putting shit in her pockets
Yeah,
lately.
I miss those days.
She just loves having pockets in general.
Mitch? You mean... I hadn't thought about that name in a long... You understand, kids and all that. Everyone knows about each...
Are you the owner of this hotel and shop?
Well, it is my vault, all right. I mean, yeah. That is, no. I take care of it, but I suppose you could say that it belongs to Mr. House. Mr. House... I take... Sure I have. I made the scene in the strip. It's just that I really like it here. Vault 21 is
Yeah.
a kick.
Oh, I need another point of perception. Damn, I already have a lot of stuff bumping up my perception. Okay. How do I get another point of it? Mentats? And I think that's it. Okay. Well, let's take some Mentats. We have a bunch of them.
Good to see you again.
Wear jackets for the extra pockets. There's something else behind all this, right?
Okay, you're right. I hate going outside. It's almost impossible for me to step out of here. Still, I love my vault. It's my pad.
Wear jackets for the extra. Yeah, I can see that being useful, I guess. I used to wear cargo pants all the time because they're, you know, efficient. But you know, then eventually, I hit an age where people started making fun of me for wearing them, so I stopped. But I still think that they're much more efficient than not.
All right.
All right, what have you got for sale? Whoa, an armored jumpsuit. +1 luck and 12 points of damage resistance. Dang. +5 science isn't bad either. Interesting. Oh yeah, what do schematics do? I'm guessing schematics let me build shit that I wouldn't have otherwise been able to. But yeah, I don't actually know. Oh yeah, I could sell some of this fucking, some of these weapons that I've got with me. Yeah, pants without pockets do seem pretty terrible. I've never experienced that. My whiskey sours never got good foam, and the egg white somehow had some floaters. Didn't bother me because the floaters were so tiny, but it was annoying. There was little tiny cooked bits of egg white in my drink. Yeah, totally.
Pleasure doing
That
business
sounds...
with you.
Take a look at this.
Weird. Her voice was completely different when I left the shop there. This is why we need a cargo two-piece suit. Yeah. Sure. I'm into it.
This bunker protects the entrance to the vault. Solid stone outside and thick steel on the inside.
Seems so weird to fill it with concrete. I just don't understand that. They stylish and storaged? Yeah, it's the stylish part where I feel like there's a lot of people who would disagree there, you know? Vault 21.
Above us, there's a control center for this level of the vault's life support systems, electric grid, radioactive shields, and all that jazz.
Huh.
Don't get lost. My vault has many corridors and rooms.
A weird
Although
big
it's
open
no longer
area.
Symmetrical after Mr. House threw us out.
Hello.
Hey. Seeing the sights?
Hey.
Hey.
There's a lot of people in here. A lot of travelers and gamblers.
You turned around?
You turned around?
This is the main game hall. Here we settled the big disputes among the vault's levels. Chosen representatives gambled against each other here. The winner earned the right to settle the dispute as wished by the collective.
It's kind of a cool idea. I like that
We used
concept.
to have such parties in this diner.
Almost
A
out of
bitch to
caps.
clean later, but well worth it.
Where the man is sold the world.
Hello.
Oh, hey,
do
named
you
character.
mind? I'm trying to drink myself to the ground right here.
Is that what you're doing with those potatoes? Good a place as any, though here you're drinking yourself underground.
Damn straight. This is about the last place in this fucking city where I can burrow without having to look over my shoulder.
Sounds like you're in trouble. What's the deal?
Who isn't in trouble in New Vegas, huh? Sooner or
Bowie's
later,
the best.
you hit the
I
bottom
agree.
of the barrel.
I agree. Bowie's right up there.
Just happened to fall harder than most is all.
Was the best. Oh, how was that fall?
From the top, where else, huh? I'm Carlitos. My fingers work the magic, and my hands deal the luck. There was no player who'd stood a chance, no wise guy who didn't fear me, and no doll who could resist me. Gomorrah was my kingdom, Carlitos' turf.
You worked in Gomorrah as a croupier, eh? What was it like?
Hey, you're smart. Okay, it was like finding diamonds in your vodka and showgirls under your card table. You want it, Gomorrah has it. It was heaven, until you find that all the glitter is made of broken dreams and all the praise hides a knife pointing at your ribs.
Jesus. Any important wise guys I should know about?
Now, if you have to ask, you probably don't know shit about who you're dealing with, huh? Listen up. Watch out for Caccino, that's all I'm saying. It was heaven, until you...
Anyone in Gomorrah you'd recommend for a good time?
Recommend you save your caps and your skin. Check the tops. No, there's too much shit and despair at Gomorrah already. I don't want anybody...
I can keep a secret. About whom are you worried?
Okay, it's Joanna. She works at Gomorrah. But it's all my fault. I met her at the Atomic Wrangler. Beautiful doesn't even come close. I moved her into Gomorrah. I was in love, okay? Then Caccino,
It's crazy
backstabbing snake, got
how,
me out
like,
of the way so that he could have my
all
girl.
of the named characters in this game have like unique dialogue Because there's so many of them.
What, you think I can just waltz in there and take her away? She's their doll now, okay? Besides, I step in Gamora and
Yeah,
I'm
boy,
as
it was
good
great.
as dead, you hear?
I really liked him
You
on
don't just leave
extras
your
too.
murders
Little
unless
like
it's in a
things
body
he did
bag.
here and there. Fun. Dr. Joanna for you, but it'll cost you.
Don't know. She's... Why am I even scared? Okay.
Alright.
Hey, it's you. Alright.
What about this trip?
My recommendation? Hey, it's you.
Cool. Well, there we go. We encountered a nice named NPC with a quest.
Vegas at night is like nothing else.
Where'd my tour guide go? Jesus Christ, this place is fucking huge. Okay, let's do a let's do a hug the wall on the right method to try and get through here.
Watch your caps. They go quick.
Oh, here she is.
Hello. Good to see you again.
Okay, I guess that's that.
Who would have thought a place like this would exist?
Who would have
Yeah, I
thought
think her
a
tour is
place like
done.
this would exist?
Unfortunately, I was not there for most of it.
Vegas at night is like nothing else.
Who would have thought a place like this would exist?
Oh my god, this place is fucking wild. How could
Vegas
you
at
not
night
get
is
lost
like
in here?
Nothing else.
Okay, I'm back at the diner.
Watch your caps.
Oh,
Go
chessboard. This place is nuts. What a labyrinth. Speaking of Bowie.
They go quick.
I saw some shit through the wall there. Over on the left. Whoa, that's weird. Wasteland. I thought they said something about the controls, like for the life support and electricity being upstairs, but oh, building with concrete. Oh, hi, Arclight. What's shaking? And I am really looking forward to next D&D sesh. Oh, Teenage Wasteland. Hello. Bow. Bow. Bum 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 ba bum. What's with all these strip letters? Hey Mom, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that I didn't lose all my money on the silly gambling games as you called them. The bad news is that I lost all my money on one of the girls at Gamora. You would have liked her though, she was a real classy lady. So there's nothing left for me out here, I'm all out of caps. I'll be heading home soon. Love you, Dennis. Cerulean Robotics Terminal Access Card. What a thing to tell your mom. I blew all my money on prostitutes. See you soon. Or the usual, pretty chill day. Painted up my Kenku. Just finished basing him. Nice. You do a base coat and then more layers. Gonna paint in some battle mechs. Go to the next one too. Yeah. I need to find some folks for my online game too. Which seems like a real challenge. The scheduling is the real fucker.
Who would have thought a place like this would exist? Hello. Did you get a tour? The owner
Seems
has
like one
done
of
a
the
great
best
job with this
times
place.
for a lot of folks would be like Friday afternoons, but that would very, very rarely work with Sonnet's schedule. So I don't know. I don't know really when to do game.
Seeing the sights?
All these rooms are identical and all the people in them are identical too. Wait, I've been in that room already.
Watch your caps. They go quick.
I think. We're basically decorating the little circle he stands on. Oh, I see. Already did lots of layers of paint and some oils. Cool. Oops. Yeah, I never got into painting of miniatures or anything really for that matter. Place I'm not allowed in. Thing is, I've been trying to do this playthrough without losing karma. But like, that's proving very, very challenging. Sarah's terminal. Oh, so this is like a specific person. Oh, this is the... Oh, shit. A limited edition snow globe. Well, see, now I wouldn't have gotten that if I hadn't broken in here. Alright, fuck it. I don't care about losing karma if it's for stuff that's gonna get me experience. And, you know, a chance of snow globes. Barbed. Had 3 correct letters, okay. There we go. Little sis, how you holding up? I miss you so much. This place makes you want to run back to our home every single day. Just had to write you so I could feel a bit warmer. The warehouse's cold air weighs on me as heavily as the concrete that Mr. House dumped in our vault. Damned be his soul. I imagine you didn't expect that outburst from your cool bro, but I'm reaching the end of my corridor here. Emptiness is my muse. Doubt is my only mistress. Everything that once inspired my art slowly drifts back into nothingness, into an unfathomable void where neither I feel light nor its radiance searches for the spring of my soul. Don't I sound pathetic? I don't wish to worry you, little sis. I just wish that I could be there with you right now. Perhaps once I find my strength again, once I finish the latest suggestion for Mr. House, I'll venture into the strip and visit you. Thoughts are with you, hot-headed roadster. Dear Miss Weintraub, this is Charlene Tan, ready to say thank you for the great experience we had at your hotel. I can't wait to tell to my inner circle. Can't wait to tell to my inner circle. As you recall, my husband Biff is a very respected and influential man in our wealthy community. Ms. Schott, Ingrid Denger, and Lady Boofton will come soon for tea to our estate, and I'll direct them your way. They'll love the quaint and rustic feel of your cramped underground hole. Très chic. Even Biff still talks about his new favorite ranging garb. The leather from my Vault 21 suit contains the scent of unwashed ages, he says to all our visitors. But he won't let them try it on for 1 minute, dear. Weird. Vault's packed and coasting along. Even with those legionnaires, bad news. We're still getting plenty of NCR squares down here. They're all chirpy and don't appear to mind that Caesar's cruising for a bruising all over the place. Maybe the NCR is stronger than we thought. Don't know. You think we can trust them over Mr. House? Still feel all clutched over what he did to our home. I mean, yeah, it's good that we got to keep part of our vault, but I can't shake the thought that one of these days he'll just push me out into the open once he doesn't need us anymore. I tell you, we should have never accepted his challenge. Yo, hooligan, what's shaking? Weird. So, yeah, I don't know what those emails were really supposed to tell me. They're kind of uninteresting. Yo, Dorian coming in here with a big old raid. I appreciate that, dude. And Hooligan, your redemption didn't trigger.
Just be still, be quiet, and let it happen.
Let me fire it off.
It'll be all over pretty soon.
How goes, y'all? What's shaking? You rocking some COD tonight? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. How goes? Yeah, what's the haps, dude? How are the COD games? What game mode were you rocking? Doop 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 doop. This place. Yeah. This place is real tough to navigate. Oh my god, I've got in another big circle. Hang on, let me head down to the main level and... Wait, is that the big wide open room that they were referring to before? Yeah, where they were saying that all their disputes were settled. Yeah, this is the one. I don't know. I guess hopefully there's no more interesting rooms of note in here, because I am tired of getting lost in it. Wait. Oh, up here is where she was saying the fucking life control and stuff is. And apparently unlocked. Vault 21 control. Huh, seems like it would be unethical to mess with it. Let's mess with it. Vault security, vault life support, vault access control. Okay. Vault inaccessible. The little intercoms feel like they should be interactable, but they're not. Alright, let's head back to the strip. Fuck this place. We rifled through Sarah's emails, and now we can get out. Is there an animation for drinking? Oh, there is. That's crazy. Cool. I like how Boone and I have like the same fucking outfit on. Like identical. Oh, I think maybe there's some slight differences. It's actually kind of hard to tell. Oh, damn it, Boone, stop turning. I want to see if they have the actual exact same armor on. It's slightly different. Mine's scuffed and his is in good shape. What the fuck? Dick. Why's he got the nice looking armor on? I guess it's got slightly lower stats, because I know I'm wearing the best armor that I have access to. Alright, I guess that's everything in this neighborhood. That's kind of cool. The thing of people sitting on the grass, like that's a animation that's I don't think used very often. There's not a lot of people who like sit on the ground anywhere in this game. There must be like specific patches of grass that are marked as seating.
Sorry, I'm here to have a good time, not talk to random people.
You're a promoter. You're not here to talk to random people? Dude, that's literally the worst fucking promoter I've ever seen or heard of. Hey, you can drink from the fountain too. Should I go check out some of these casinos? I don't think I've been in the casinos in this game. I never really investigated them.
Pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your...
Can I trouble you to blow it out your ass? Why do you need my guns?
I'm afraid those are the rules. My deepest apologies for... But we simply can't have anyone... They'll be...
Alright, dude's got my weapons now, that's fine.
I'm sorry. I prefer to converse with interesting people.
Wow, fuck you, random fucking... Bioshock
the gourmands
dude.
Spoil the palate. I can't bring myself to eat anywhere else.
I am at your service.
Top Shelf is the premier bar.
I think I have pretty good luck. I wonder, yeah, 8 luck? I wonder if I can make money off of gambling.
Welcome to Top Shelf. The drinks cost twice as much during happy hour.
Yo, Track, how's it going? Is it Natter Day today? What is shaking? Yeah, some Inquisition. Nice. How are you this fine Saturday night? I'm doing alright. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. Took more than 2 hours to put down the little one, but other than that, I'm doing well. Yeah, I can't complain.
Farewell.
It is nice. Yeah, are you,
Hey.
You pretty deep into it at this point? I couldn't believe how long it took me to finish up the Dragon Age franchise. It was like legitimately 9 months. Something like 70 some odd whoa. You're allowed a gun in here.
Yourself around Mr. Gunderson.
Yeah, it was like 70 something streams.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you?
Well, that's oddly vague description of a person. A ton luck. I used to clean house at the clubs until they say you aren't allowed to gamble anymore. Oh wow, okay, so you can make money with high luck. That's sick. Here, let's stream rate it. Oh my gosh, we have so few people in a stream rate battle. Oh well. 13 allies, 24 enemies, we're probably set. I could go into the end game, but I have so many war table missions. Nice. Yeah, I finished all the war table missions that I had access to at least, but I didn't do all the side quests in all the different areas. So there were probably ones I could have theoretically done, but yeah, finally beat it and then did the after game DLC and everything. I think I've been playing Inquisition for close to a year. That's crazy. But you've only been playing it once a week. So that makes sense. I was doing it for 9 months, like generally like 3 days a week. So that was definitely a long time to be playing it. If anybody who's playing Stream Raiders is into spending some channel points, they can redeem this 200 gold chunk here. A little claim reward in Stream Raiders redemption is available, and 200 gold is the most you can possibly get in any battle. I think they cap you at like 10 to 20,000 caps through gambling, but it's more than enough for literally anything you want to buy. Oh, sick. Yeah, maybe with 8 luck I'll be able to get some quick cash, because then I can get all the like implants like to augment my base attributes. That'd be cool. I only play on Saturday and I miss some Saturdays. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was playing at some points. I'd probably miss a stream, so I was playing like 2 days a week, and other times 4 days a week because I wasn't always doing Fallout Fridays. So I'd say like 3 on average. But yeah, 70 some odd streams was quite a few. And again, I didn't even complete the main, or sorry, I completed the main quest line, but I didn't complete a bunch of side content that I could have. So yeah, that was definitely just a big old epic game. There we go. Got the Stream Raiders battle ready to go. Yeah, I haven't seen this person you're describing.
Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information.
Oh shit, it's his son.
Got one Brahmin unaccounted for.
Oh god, pardon me.
Ranches.
Definitely a big game. Yeah, it's crazy.
My own son just
oh, but so the 70 some odd streams were for the entire trilogy. So yeah, it was like 320 hours or something like that of Dragon Age, but that was for 1, 2, and 3, all the DLCs. Off to bed. Yeah, sounds good. Well, have an awesome night. Yeah, you and Zach sleep well, and yeah, thanks again for the big old raid. I always appreciate that. I wasn't spending his night losing all his money gambling. No, I'm gonna make all the money. So you're a rancher?
Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. Why's your bodyguard allowed to have a gun?
Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success. Might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice. If
I should set one of those up too.
I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened.
You lost your son?
My boy, Ted. He was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out
Cowboy for the
Big
Big Lebowski. I forget that actor's name.
But I keep
He's really good. He's in a lot of shit.
Here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny.
He's also in Thank You for Smoking, which was
but that don't mean
pretty good movie.
Grateful.
What business did you have here at the hotel?
That's between me and the White Glove Society. But let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give. But that ain't as welcome as you might think.
I don't know if it's a voice actor, but yeah, him leaning on the board. Absolutely, yeah. No, it's definitely not the voice actor, but yeah, totally. It's got that Sam Elliott. That's right. Yeah, it's got that vibe for sure. Say something about a white glove.
That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks too.
Damn. Thank you for the whiskey mark.
Couple of them show
Appreciate
their faces,
the
and that's
redemption. That was a good call.
With. I don't talk to none of the other ones.
Do we still have any wine open? Let me help find your son.
I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point.
Beyond
There'd
the
be
beef.
a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible. I'll be...
Okay, well... I probably...
What can I get you?
I mean, you said he went missing in the hotel, so I guess I want to investigate in here, right?
Hey.
Should I buy some chips?
Evening.
Humbly at your service.
I'd like to exchange NCR money for chips.
How many?
40 chips?
Here's your chip.
I don't know how many is a lot of chips. I don't know how much I spent. I don't know anything. Here. Let's go over to this blackjack table. How does this work? Increase bet. Bet max. Deal. Hit. Stay. 20 is good, right? Nice. Increase bet. Ah, I'll just bet max. 19, I'll stay. And I lost. Okay, well... hold up. That didn't happen. I didn't mean to take my fists out. The dealer is taking a minute to swap out the decks as an anti-cheating measure. Oh, so you can't just, like, save scum? Wow.
Humbly at your service.
Damn, they'll take Legion money, too.
Here's your...
Alright, how much can I bet on a single hand? Oh, the max bet's only 200, okay. Do you split? No, you probably just stay with 20, right? Whoops, I didn't mean to stay at 11. Jesus Christ. $16. Okay, well, my luck isn't helping me that much. I'm losing money. $11. I'll double down. Alright, now I've made money again. Hooray. 17, brutal. You break even. I thought the house always wins. It's nice that you win ties. Or you like break even with ties, I should say. $20. Okay. Oh no, dude, I have to switch hands? Oh, I didn't know there was a... Well, I still won. Wow. I didn't know there was a switch hands button until I looked over at the side after. Hey, play blackjack. Got 100 experience for that. That's awesome. Sick. I've made a grand. 12? Oh, whatever, I'll hit. 13. 18. Oh, I made one chip. Whoops. 19 is a stay. Well, apparently we're just this is a blackjack stream now. Eight? Okay, we'll split. So 7 is a hit. 17, we'll switch hands. The 14, where we hit. 21 will stay. So I don't know what the split means. I don't actually know how splitting works. Yeah, just playing blackjack, you know? I gotta make some money. I need some implants. Vegas is the best place to get your implants. I'll keep a 19, I guess. I like the applause each time you win. That's great. Lost 200. Boo. 8 is a hit. 18 is a stay. Maybe I should have doubled down. Sure, I'll split. So this is potentially 15, which is a hit. 19 is fine. And 10, you can't double down on this, so 20 into 19. So So is that like I just won 2 different hands and got twice as much, or 18? I'll hit. So that's 10, 13, 20. That feels like I shouldn't have won that one. 13, I'll hit. I got to a 21, yay. 20, we'll keep that. 21, hooray. Okay, so we've made 3,200 bucks. Which is quite a bit. I'm trying to remember how much it is for like another like attribute increase. I think they're like 4 grand or something, but they're 40 something hundred. So I'll get 5 grand and then I'll have enough for one of them. 8, I'll double down and hope I get 18. 19, even better. Oh, I broke even. An 11, we'll double down. Yeah, 21. Just the other day got the 30 caravan wins. Nice. I really like caravan. I like pretty much any minigame though. One more hand and I'll have enough for the implant. There we go. That was a boring achievement. Pretty easy to learn. What's your luck at? 8. I could probably increase it further before I do the gambling, but yeah, I need to get like a... Actually, now that I can afford an implant, I could get a luck implant.
I'm not really gambling. I'm just hoping to be seen here. People will think I'm rich.
I like that this game has like augmentations.
I
it's
must
like
say,
officially
Fortune
cyberpunk.
seems to be with you of late. Please enjoy this. Compliments of the White Glove Society.
Oh shit!
Certainly, you can buy the same drinks more cheaply elsewhere.
Hey, he hooked me up with
At top shelf isn't
a drink for all the gambling I'm doing.
Service, madam.
Nice. Need a luck implant and wear that armored Vault 21 suit to get 10. Yeah, the Vault suit's like 2 grand though. I think I only have enough for like 1 brain implant. Do you have any work that needs to be done?
No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd have the stomach for it. But
What can you tell me about your organization?
my, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes.
I was going to grab a soda water, but then I opened the fridge and saw
a
peach elderflower gin cocktail.
And now,
so,
here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about.
Yeah, sorry, I zoned out during all of that explanation, friend. But thanks. Appreciate the deets. Gomorrah Hotel's unique style.
Evening.
Finest foods. Oh. Pick door to members only section. Requires key. That's weird that it would have the pick door prompt when hotel rooms. Yeah, sure, whatever. When you can't actually pick them. Wow, wow, whittle it down, boil it down, whittle it down. Need to get a weapon. Blow everyone away from this in this casino. I wonder if you can rob casinos. Neat little pre-war bullshit. Traveler, traveler, traveler. Mostly just generic folks in this place. Bon vivant, sweet. Okay, so I'm guessing that they, like, if you work for them, that's like a potential home if it requires a key, or it might just be the room that you rent if you rent a room here. But usually when they require a key, they're like a special, unique thing.
Evening.
The suitcase in the bathroom. Good touch to make this room a little distinct from the others. I love all of the flavor that they put in this game, just by the way that they make each room slightly different, you know, little things here and there. It's fucking really impressive. I do love flavor. Oh, we should do a nice steak maybe tomorrow night. I didn't really have a dinner today, so now I'm thinking about food. A little bathhouse here. Wine in the steam room? Jesus. Cattleman cowboy hat. Is that the hat that the dude was missing? I lost karma, but I want to see what it is. Oh, it's nothing interesting at all. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to lose that karma. It would be stealing to take an empty bottle of Nuka-Cola. That's silly. Who serves the drinks here? Certainly not a help yourself situation, because I'm not allowed to take anything. Nice. I like that you can drink the pool water. Why not, right? Oh. Did the game freeze? God damn. Oh, that's brutal. Huh, my cursor's gone. Okay. Well, this isn't great. Yeah, this is really not good. Not only is my cursor, my mouse cursor missing, but I can't click on things. And that's a problem. Because if I can't click on things, I can't fix anything. Arclight with a duel? I don't think Sonnet is paying attention at the moment. Oh, there we go. Got my cursor back. Aha! Control-Alt-Delete did the trick. Bow, 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 wow. Well, damn, I wasn't expecting that at all. No idea how to accept anymore. Yeah, it's exclamation mark accept. I think maybe you accepted at the exact moment that the offer expired. Damn, I wonder what crashed the game. But maybe it had to do with going into the water? No, that was right. Yeah, I think she probably tabbed out again, though. She's watching a TV show, so She's not super zoned in on chat. And for some reason, she hasn't enabled the option to make it so that when people at you, that you get a little blip, which I find to be super handy. I know. I don't think she's even really paying attention to what I'm saying either, so I don't think she knows that any of that's going on. Well, this is truly not great. Same bug, same exact issue. My cursor's now gone. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna load an earlier save. Fuck, these are all safe mods too. Like this mod list is like really basic and remade and everything. Well, the bathhouse is where things started to go wrong, so let's maybe head back into the hotel rooms. And I don't think there's anyone of note anywhere in the hotels, so no reason to go and explore them again. Ba da 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 do 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 ba ba. Oh hey, a locked door. Well, I want to pick it. But my stealth is garbage. There we go. Okay, so I'm not allowed back there. Oh damn. Full-blown shunned.
You like that?
I just thought I'd check it out, you know, just see what happens. Save and wander in. Yeah, there's nothing really back here. The bathhouse didn't have anything of note in it. The gourmand. What a fancy term for a restaurant. Hey there, One Love. Double cheeseburger with some Mary Jane. That does sound like a good lunch. Ooh, look at that Brahmin steak. Damn, it's a big ass steak. Sure, look at that Brahmin. Bunch of unnamed travelers and gamblers of no real note. Some employees. The food supplier.
You look positively famished. We simply can't have that.
What have you got for sale, my dude? What are the odds? He's got a bunch of fucking food for sale. I'm color me shocked.
What can I get you?
And then you've got a bunch of booze and stuff.
Pleasure speaking.
Yeah, speaking of Big Lebowski, yeah, totally. I woke up this morning with the sun shining. Another locked door, eh? Oh, I'm gonna pick it just for the XP. A jagged sky. Oh, it's an area. Okay, I probably shouldn't have gone in here. spicy ketchup, though. Ooh, that's one way to make some fucking steak. Jesus. Infected Brahmin meat? I'm gonna grab a knife so that I'm armed, because these guys might notice me at any moment. I read something about how their mind was blown that Kenny Rogers at one point in his life was actually cool.
What do you think you're doing?
Mortimer sent me to move the kid. Thinks one of his own might betray him?
First he's too trusting, now he doesn't trust any of us. It addles the senses. I suppose caution is the desirable course at this point. It's all of our necks if something goes afoul.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Okay. So I'm like allowed to be here now, I guess? Huh. Speaking of, have you ever heard of Kenny Rogers Roasters? No. Cleansing Flame. Examine wine? These wines are set up to be taken by servers out to the banquet. Drug the wine. Sure. Okay. What is this quest? What am I doing right now? Ask about regarding his disappearance. Well, I fucking wandered into the kitchens and now I'm apparently planning on drugging people. Crazy. He had a fried chicken chain, a restaurant a long time ago that was popular, but eventually fell out of popularity and died out. Oh, crazy. Yeah, no, I had not heard of that.
How may I... But no one is in their chairs yet. Surely we should wait until 7 when the dinner guests arrive. I'll be ready when you need me.
Well, this is like a time-dependent thing, too. Okay, what time are we at? Oh, it's almost midnight. Brutal. Gotta wait until 7 the following day. Okay.
How do you fare? Why are you standing still? Do you think the world waits for you while you stand there drooling? Get back out there and get to work.
Who do you think you are talking to me that way?
Who the fuck do you think I am? I'm the fucking god of New Vegas Brahmin fusion cuisine, that's who. No, that doesn't even give me the credit I deserve. I fucking invented edible food. Do you like eating? Good. You owe me your entire goddamn garbage existence.
Wow. That's wild. Mine was blown when I was in the Philippines and found out the Kenny Rogers Roasters is super popular in Southeast Asia and all over the place. Oh, that's crazy. That reminds me of Long John Silver's restaurant. It was supposedly a money laundering business. Restaurant died out. Oh, that's crazy.
Don't make eye contact.
How may I...
I've heard that phrase that, like, a place is a money laundering organization a lot of times, though. I don't know how true it ever really is. There's a key. Maybe I'll just use the access terminal instead. Oh, the food's greasy as fuck. Nice. Ooh, yo, Black Roses, how goes? Appreciate the lurk. Might be slightly tipsy, so I'm about to hit the bed. Yeah, cheers. I've had a little bit of whiskey. Now I'm having a nice little gin cocktail. You know, it's classic because it's in a can. Let's fire off the Stream Raiders battle. Hey, we got a bunch of people in it now. That's awesome. 12 folks who have dropped 29 units on the battlefield. Yeah, we don't have Long John Silvers in... Certainly not in my city, and I don't think in Canada in general. I don't know, it's kind of crazy how many chain restaurants make food that I don't think is good. Like, it's weird that they're around and have been around for so long when, I don't know, their food is like not great. Hey Tuna, how is it going? It's going all right. It's going all right. Yeah, it took me like 2 hours to put the little one down to bed, so that was a little bit much, but now she's down and I'm able to just kind of yeah, chill out, stream a little. How you doing? What's new and exciting? What's the deal with these? Oh, they're wargs? An evil wolf-like beast that can talk. They're violent, move fast, and hunt range. And support units. Can talk. When can wargs talk? They're basically like dire wolves, aren't they? Rewards go to Trevor Phillips and Logic Kick. I'm gonna grab up these dank ass rewards here. And go to the next battle. Yeah, we'll do these ones. Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. It did the mash. Did the monster mash. Doing good, not much going on, just hanging out and enjoying some downtime. Hey, downtime is important. Very important. Easiest hacking ever. We're in. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Both are below freshness. Oh, it's Ted Gunderson. Wait, if I free him though.
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me.
Calm down, I've come here to get you out of here.
My daddy sent you?
God, what have you been up to in Fallout tonight? Not much.
What the hell took you so
you know,
long?
I've
Just one
been
damn
investigating
hotel.
the
Who
strip.
did this to me anyway? They hit me over the head before I got a look at him.
Some guy asked me to go and find his son, so now they were gonna eat you. What?
What in the Sam hell? Eat me? What kind of sick bastards would eat a person? I'll tell you what. As soon as I'm out of here, and my
Where
daddy
did I
knows the
learn these
story,
things?
You can bet there ain't gonna be no white.
I just
hat
wandered into the
society
kitchen and
no
now
more.
all of a sudden... Mortimer and a few others?
To hell with that. You've seen those freaks. They dress the same, talk the same. You can bet they all eat the same too. They deserve what
Tells us some interesting stories going on for sure. Yeah, apparently. Jesus. Should I have the whole White Glove Society killed, or should I tell him that only a few are to blame? Yeah, fuck it, man. Kill them all. I don't
Damn
give a
right
shit.
I'm right. All right. Come on, move it.
Well, but they're going to attack me, right?
You get back here with our dinner.
Sick. I like that this guy has no self-preservation. That's really fucking nice. I wonder how this game runs on my old PS3. I have the Ultimate Edition. So, I played this on... I think it was PS3. It might have been Xbox. I did have an Xbox 360 for a while. But I played this on console. And unfortunately, at a certain point, it gets so sort of bogged down that it stops running, in my experience. So, you know, that's a thing. Like, eventually, it takes so long for things to load that becomes almost unplayable. And it even got to a point where I'd, like, push forward on the controller and nothing would happen for a while, and then maybe 20 seconds later, you'd suddenly be like it would then do all the inputs. It was pretty brutal. So, it's playable at least for a while, but eventually, unfortunately, the sort of memory leak issues that it has make it members only section. Non-members will be ejected on site. Shit. Okay, I need to kill somebody to get their outfit, I guess. Right? Thanks for the host, by the way, Catherby. I appreciate that. How have you been lately? Had that happen with my PS2. I have to say, though, it lasted a good, like, 8 years or so. Like, it was the console that was having the issue? Because, yeah, I'm talking about, like, just the fact that the game starts having that happen. Like, my console was fine. Everything else runs perfectly and works just fine. Vilified. Okay. Well, let's, grab this dress cane, which does a shitload of damage. Put on this White Glove Society shit. And maybe now we can sneak out of here. I mean, the console eventually died out? No, just the game stopped running.
I thought I told you to get lost.
With enough medicine telling me screwed up in the head. How much do I need? 20 to 50, 27 to 55 is... I need another almost 30 medicine. I don't think that's possible.
Well, what do you want? I'm very...
I think I saw a red roach in the pantry. You should check it out.
No!
I'm guessing I can lock the door.
What the... You son of a... Goddamn mother... Oh, let me out!
Oh my goodness. Jammy Whammy coming in here with a big ass raid. Welcome, 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 raiders. How y'all doing this evening? Fruit.
Gotta go on the table.
Well, that's great.
Welcome, how you doing?
Who?
That is a lie.
Little dino
go
boy.
on the table, my
Welcome to the
butt.
stream.
You can get over there, but you have to do it just
Swishy, welcome on in. Unleashed, welcome to the stream. Katarn, welcome, welcome, welcome. War and Peace, welcome to the stream. I like the names, by the way. War and Peace. That I did not get until I said it out loud. Gru, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow too, War and Peace. I appreciate that. The violence of golf with your friends. Absolutely one of the most violent games. Hey, Random Acts of Kindness. Thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome in, one and all. Thank you so much, Jammy, for the mighty raid. I really appreciate that. 11X, welcome in. How's everyone doing this evening? We are currently playing a little bit of Fallout New Vegas. I generally do Fallout Fridays, but I missed my stream last night because I was running a D&D game. So we had our first like major game of the campaign. So I'm really, really excited about that. Tipsy Ass just broke a plate. Oh no, Black Roses, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. How was your stream, Jammy Whammy? What's new? Always stoked to have you swing by with the Jamily. I really appreciate it. What were you doing? New Vegas is the best Fallout IMO. So much character. Yeah, I mean, I love them all. We're just in the process of rescuing this guy from cannibal cult restaurant, apparently. So that's a whole thing. I mean, I love all of the Fallout games. That's the thing. Like, I think every one of them has like so much that's great in it. I do definitely think so. Yeah, Fallout. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Fallout New Vegas, I think I would say, is better than Fallout 3 in terms of probably story and mechanics. Oh my gosh. I'm at 5 HP. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was a charity stream and it was wonderful. Oh, that's awesome. That's super awesome. Played some random things like Phasmo and Marbles and Tetris. That's super, super exciting. That's really cool. Which charity were you, pardon me, were you doing it for? There's more where it came from. How's your day been, you beautiful human? I'm doing really well. Yeah, it's been a really good day. The Walls of Jer, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Do you want to do a Beat Saber stream soon? Oh, that's sick. I need to get some VR at some point. It's apparently there's like a VR set that's like affordable now. So I go New Vegas 3 and then 4. Sadly, I haven't played the earlier ones. Fallout 1's pretty tough to play these days. Fallout 2 also quite dated, but better. Yeah, I don't know. I love them all. Games for Love was the charity. Really, I've never heard of it. That's awesome. Yeah, sorry, my day's been really good. Yeah, last night we had a D&D session. It went super late, and one of the players actually drives an hour and a half to get here to game. So, she crashed the couch, and then in the morning, sort of nearing noon, we all went out and got some brunch. So, yeah, day started out really well. I had like a 2.5 hour nap with the little one, which made her impossible to put down tonight. Sky, how you doing, my dude? That song's gonna be stuck in my head for a while. Howdy, haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Yo, Anobius. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. Hopefully next week, I think. I have some friends visiting next weekend, so maybe I can convince them to play. That's sick. Are you gonna be playing with VR? They bring games to hospitals for children. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing this D&D campaign, I think, each week. So the fact that one of the players is gonna be crashing the couch each week is kind of fun, because then, I don't know, we end up like chilling the next day. We've been talking about maybe doing like some board games or something in the mornings. It'll be fun. I literally packed up the board game collection when we moved a year ago, and I haven't even opened the boxes, just because having like a 2.5-year-old is, you know, it's impossible to play. And again, like, soon she'll be into playing games probably herself, so that'll be helpful, but I don't think she has the sort of attention span for it yet. Doing well, eating a cookie or two. Hey, nothing wrong with that. How are the fine folk of rocks? The folk rockers. Oh my god. I think folks are doing well. Yeah, Jammy just swung by and dropped the Jamily off for some nice, wholesome cannibal killing times. Oh, speaking of, I almost closed my menu, but I'm at 5 HP and on fire, so I need to use a couple stim packs, and then quaff a bunch of delicious sunset sarsaparilla. Speaking of late nights, it's past 1 a.m. for me and my bed beckons. Night night. Yeah, have an awesome night, Katarn. Like Hi-Ho Cheerio or whatever that game. Hi-Ho Cheerio, I've never heard of. Yeah, Grogu, have an awesome night. Yeah, sleep well, those who are heading off to bed. And, yeah, for those of you, by the way, who, like, just followed, just arrived, are kind of, tentatively mousing over the follow button, unsure, of what to do next. I play a lot of RPGs, so if you're into that, welcome on in. The main game I'm playing right now actually is Enter the Gungeon. That was a channel point redemption, so I'm aiming to beat it. We've done 2 Gungeon streams so far, I think, and I've made it to the 4th level, which I think there's 6 or something. I don't actually remember. So I'm playing it totally blind, so I'm kind of learning a lot of the mechanics as I go, but I've really been enjoying that. Yo, Gooseco, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Just poured a whiskey and cider mix. Wow, that's a wild mix. Hi-Ho Cheerio is a cute young kids counting game I used to play with my students. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of different games that I've been considering. I've got a friend who's like really into the kind of board game culture and has like a lot of recommendations and stuff. So I've been thinking about sort of asking him what he'd recommend, and like Board Game Geek, I think is the website that is really good for like categorizing and kind of. I'm trying to find something that'll be good for like maybe a 3 or a 4-year-old would be good. But yeah, 2.5, like she's kind of getting it. We got a really simple game for her that is a little. It's like a smiling little caterpillar face, and then there's a bunch of little caterpillar segments that you can attach to it, and there's 6 different colors all together with several of each, and a 6-sided die that has a color on each side. And so you like roll the die to decide the color of caterpillar segment you're going to attach next. So it's like technically on paper it's a game, you know. And so just trying to get her into the hang of like understanding that you roll the die and then you do the thing that it tells you to, you know. Oh damn. Oh, the shit, I didn't notice the webcam redemption. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that Fallout was still the active window, which means that it kind of overrides everything. None of my macros work. Sorry about that. You're gonna play Morrowind and chill once you leave? How you liking Gungeon? It's hard. I only made it to 4th level 3 times. Yeah, it is not an easy game. It is not an easy game, that's for sure. Here, let me do that redemption that you tried to redeem there. Oh, it's not working. That's interesting. That's very interesting. My macros are broken. Okay. Okay. That's a problem. Well, whatever. Yeah, it isn't easy, that's for sure. It's a hard game for sure. The whiskey, cider, cinnamon, simple syrup, orange bitters mix. I mean, I could do a manual, yeah, there we go. Little Kermit the Frog stream here, you know. Yeah, Gungeon is truly not an easy game. And it seems that there's like a lot of hidden levels to it, and you know, all kinds of little secrets to be uncovered. So you know, that's something that I don't know whether I want to delve into it. I feel like maybe once I beat the sort of first vanilla boss, you know, I'll kind of consider it beaten at that point. I don't know if I want to delve into. Apparently, there's like, you know, levels 1.5 and whatnot, and that all seems like, you know, like a lot to delve into. It's just 2 games she plays already. 3 games. Yeah, kind of. Well, she needs some guidance for sure, but I think when I was 3, I was playing backgammon, so I think that like it's, you know, it's probably not going to be too hard to teach her games when she's about 3. I think that's about the age that kids can really start comprehending the rules and hopefully sort of having the patience to get into them. It is great. I normally add lemon juice as well, but I'm out of lemons. Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of ingredients as well. I'm dreadful at bullet hells. Yeah, I like the idea of bullet hell games. Like, I've never beaten Contra, you know, or some of the OG, or some of those other ones like Raiden or whatever. Like the there's like a ton of war themed, like World War II themed bullet hell, like airplane shooter games, and those I always had a lot of difficulty with. But the twin stick shooter with a controller is something that I'm not too bad at, but yeah, it's certainly not easy. Gotta have to bet, but it was marvelous to see you. Yeah, cheers, Jamie. It's awesome to see you as well. I wish I knew that you were doing a charity thing. It would have been sick to have stopped by and you know, helped out and everything. But I think I saw that you'd posted in Discord about it at some point too. I do a lot of lurking in a lot of different Discords, but then I like promptly forget about what I, you know, just read. Yeah, it would have been tough to make it by anyway, just because, you know, like I said, it took 2 hours to put the little one down tonight, so I didn't even have a chance to, like, usually I put her down, I have maybe like a half hour, 45 minutes where I can, like, just say hi to a few people who are streaming and chill for a while and just kind of, like, have a little bit of time to decompress before I stream. But no, I like started streaming an hour late and basically went right from the little one's bedroom to streaming, so it was, that was the whole thing. Bulletstorm, I think, is the name of a game, isn't it? Cuphead's kind of a bullet hell at times. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of like bullet hell light. It is kind of like a slightly less hardcore Contra. Even then, I don't know. I haven't played Contra in so long. Maybe they're about the same difficulty. I just remember Contra being impossibly hard, and Cuphead I was able to beat in a couple streams, but same with Nier Automata a bit. Yeah, parts of it, absolutely. Yeah. In fact, the ending of Nier Automata, where it's like a full-blown bullet hell, was one of the most fun parts in my opinion, because that was when everyone kind of realized right around that time, during the time I was playing Nier Automata, the whole community was starting to get wise to the fact that I play using OBS as my main screen, and so anytime they would host or cheer or whatever, it would throw a big alert on the screen and block a portion of the game capture, and so yeah, it became, I mean, I probably made like, you know, $20 in bits, like 10 bits at a time, because people went ham. That was crazy. That was a really, really fun stream though. I remember that. Yeah, that was, and there's stakes too, to a certain degree, you know?
Come on.
It's rough. Oh. Yeah, go Vats. Boom, get wrecked. Been vilified. Okay, well, let's just grab this all. Okay, let me think here. If we put on like a different mask or whatever, then are we no longer vilified? Like, does it... How do we check our faction? Oh, here we go. Oh, they're not listed. That's weird. That's weird that they're not listed. You're vilified with a group that doesn't show up in your like log. So I was gonna see if the cleansing flame can be repaired by a flamer. It can! Wow, and it ups the damage quite a bit too. Sick, that's worth. Damn. Is this a negative karma run? So, no. Quite the opposite, in fact. I decided I was going to do like a good playthrough and not get negative karma. But the one thing that I have still been doing is picking locks whenever possible, just because it gives me a bunch of experience and like I'm trying to gain levels. And so I picked a lock out of this place, and then next thing I know, I'm like dismantling a cannibal cult and saving this guy from, I don't know, this is a whole can of worms. Door to the Gourmand. How was it locked again? I came through this door originally. Yeah, I'm trying to not do any, like, quote-unquote bad thing. What? What? No, I'm dressed as a... Hmm. Okay. So how do I get out of here? Literally, how do I escape? Let's follow up for you. You never know what a simple thing will unravel into. Yeah, totally. Okay, they're not attacking me now. So I had to unequip the outfit and then re-equip it, I think. Whatever. I also happened to be crouching this time and didn't get seen, so I'm like, maybe it's just the fact that I'm crouching. I don't know. No, it's not. Okay. Alright, well, let's bring him to his paw.
Hey.
Found your son, my dude. Oh, I should have rented a room so I can get the extra XP.
Oh my God. Ted, are you all right?
Quit your hollering. I'm fine. Listen, Pa, we gotta go after the white shoes, or whatever they're called. They're the ones responsible.
What's this about the White Glove Society?
So, is the whole organization cannibals or just Mortimer? I honestly don't know. I literally don't know whether they're all holding this secret or not. So I don't know what to tell them. They set up their uniform as something too easy to disguise yourself in. I mean, it's literally built in with the mask. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know. Should I say they're all cannibals or just this guy? The fact that this is even an option makes me think that's probably the truth, right? But it's Mortimer who's the cannibal? But I don't know. I guess I'll tell him this.
Well, that does it. None of them maniacs will ever do business with Heck Gunderson long as they live. Hell, I'll put me together a damn blockade. Hit 'em where it hurts. They control the food. Well, there ain't gonna be no food. Not for anybody in this whole damn town.
The whole town?
It's a goddamn monument to inhumanity. Let 'em starve. Biggest favor anyone's ever done this hellhole.
Damn. That's just what they'd want. You'd be driving the city to eat each other.
I don't like this place. Whole strip, really.
Hey, the strip fame gained. The strip liked that.
It's flooded my nostrils. But
Yo, Circuit Donnie. Hope life's good. Yeah, I'm doing well. Absolutely.
Here. All I'd be doing is helping them along.
You know, saving the world from cannibals.
Well, I promised you I'd make it worth
Well, that's a lot of experience.
So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
Quest failed. Feeble will? What? What did I fail? Wait, what? What did I... Show location or make actually... So I can't see my failed quests? What did I fail? So are those mutually exclusive quests? Or did I just like finish a quest that meant that I can't complete a different one just because I needed to do the other first?
You done right by me.
You know, if you knew what you were doing,
God damn it. Well, whatever. Fuck it. Okay, so I have this costume on. Let me just save and then take it off, because I think I was vilified by these guys. Do they attack me?
What can I get you?
No, they don't. Okay, that's good.
What can I get you?
In fact, well, because this is a shopkeep, why don't I try and sell you some bullshit? Oh, you don't buy any weapons. Interesting. Okay. These masks are worth almost nothing. Okay, well, let's turn them all into one mask. Formware gives a little speech boost. That's something. That could be good, right? The white glove attire also does the same. +1 charisma with this, which replaces sunglasses. So 2 perception or 1 charisma. Cool, I have quite a few options, honestly. For, like, outfits and stuff. Where's Boone? I think he's my... yeah. I've got him holding, like... oh, he took a flamer. That's funny. Give me that. I'm gonna fix mine with it. And a knife. Huh. Their quests overlap so much like that. Makes it so tough as a side quest completionist. Whoa, hang on. My... at 11:30, my night settings kick in. And that really fucked with my eyes a little there. That was weird. The quests overlap so much like that. Makes it so tough as a side quest. Yeah, totally. It's... I mean, it makes sense. Maybe it was like a quest to side with the casino or something. That would be my only guess. Oh yeah, that's right. He won't even hold any faction gear. Like, he won't even fucking dirty his fingers with it. Oh my god, dude, don't drop a thing and then crouch on it. Oh, it's considered stealing to pick it up again? Oh, well, fuck. Fuck.
You done right by me.
Oh, okay. Wow, it just saved. That's perfect. What a stupid system. Yeah, it's kind of random. It's like, because I wasn't allowed to take it in the first place, it's like freaking out on me. Here, let's do the Stream Raiders battle here while we're chilling. Surely if you leave it dropped, that's littering. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's strange that if you steal a thing and then you drop it on the ground, if when you go to pick it up again, everyone around you perceives that as stealing. Or maybe they don't. Maybe it has the stealing tag, but it won't perceive it as stealing. I should have tried that before I reloaded, actually. That would have been the smart thing to do. Oh, well. Yeah, so I won't try and give him any faction outfits, but instead I'll give him, like a mask and stuff like that. While the battle's going on, I'm going to give him my different useful items. Kind of coding shortcut or something? Yeah, that might be. We're almost the boss here. I think that's a fairly good chunk of spaces to drop units on. Yeah, that's the size of a haste spell, right? Pretty sure. Also, do I have any quests to do? Just earn tokens, kill enemies. Yeah, that's all stuff I'll do over time. Damn, it's already after 11. Crazy. Time and its linearity.
You done right, Papa.
You know, if you knew what you were doing,
appreciate it.
I could have been out of there hours ago.
You watch yourself.
Boy, his son's really shitty, huh?
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, I should have grabbed the outfit
What
that
can I
increases
get
my
you?
repair. Oh well. I can't micromanage everything necessarily. Oh, this person offers me terrible prices. Oh yeah, that's because I've been vilified by this organization. Let's talk to Mortimer and see if he cops to the atrocities.
Good day. How may I be of service? No.
Okay. Chauncey. I'm looking for someone.
Oh, well, it's a big hotel. You should talk to Marjorie. She's in charge, and she can probably help you find anyone you might need. She usually
Maybe I was
works at the
supposed to
front
talk
of
to
the
this guy
Gourmand. You can get to
to
the
start that quest proper. Why is everyone around here dressed up and wearing masks?
Those are all members of the White Glove Society. Our founder Marjorie gave us all a dress code. There's only one rule to it. In her words, we must dress in such a way that no one can be said to have dressed better than us. As for the masks, I'm not allowed to tell you. Actually, I think Marjorie likes them for the mystery they create. But
where's your mask?
Must have forgotten.
Must have forgotten to put it on. What a weird thing to say. Hey, lockpick. That's free XP for me. I don't think there's anything worth stealing in there, though. How long ago did this game come out? Oh, that's a really good question, actually. I truly don't know. I'm gonna say... Well, Skyrim came out 10 years ago, and it came out before Skyrim. So... I don't know. 15 years, maybe? Oop, am I not allowed to be in here? Buffalo gourd seed. Not chest passing, it's XP grinding. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was the point of me, you know.
Howdy.
Oh, he's like flickering between hostile and non-hostile. I guess I'm not supposed to be here, but he doesn't really care.
Howdy.
Oh, weird. That's very odd. Came out in 2010. Wow, 1 year before fucking Skyrim? That's crazy. Because Skyrim, they built a whole new engine for. I love video games. Video game good. This game in particular, very good. These guys can't tell. They can't decide whether or not they dislike me. Cannot sleep while trespassing. Whale shucks. I'm just gonna drink some sink water here. top up my HP. Yeah, the NPCs in New Vegas actually look better than Skyrim too. I don't know if I agree with that. I think the game engine for Skyrim actually looks quite a bit better personally. The mods I've added, some of them make some of the NPCs look a little better than vanilla. But I would say overall, it's pretty hard to beat Skyrim. But well, at the same time, I've been playing Skyrim lately with a lot of mods, so. Yo, David, what's shaking?
Good day.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog here. How are you? What's happening? I guess it's, late in the morning for you though, right? Something like, I don't know, getting near, I think about 10 in the morning? Time for Frog in the Dryer. Yes. Well, you know, I like any warm climate. A dryer certainly will do the trick. You're doing good? Excellent. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, I certainly cannot complain. I wonder, I see that there's a blackjack there's a roulette table as well. Excellent. Well, let's maybe try and do a little bit of gambling. I wonder if it's possible to get some, what's it called there? Some more luck. Been hella busy, can't drive by as much as I would like. Oh, that's all good. I appreciate the fact that you would even like to. You know, I'm always happy that there's folks wanting to come and chill, even if they don't get the opportunity to. Hydrate. Man, I'm already feeling pretty buzzed. Oh, Jesus, I finished this. Oh. Alright, well, I've had a whiskey, I had a whiskey drink, I had a vodka drink. I think I'm gonna drink some water now. I have some sparkling water. A little lemon lime spritzer. What have you been super busy with? If you don't mind my prying. Pardon me, Jesus. Yo, oh my goodness, I got tats with the massive raid. How goes, my dude? Oh my gosh. You smell like a baka Kermit the Frog.
Just keep him occupied.
What's happening, y'all?
He ran right by me.
I hit him once.
Oh my god, just some weeb trash.
God, you guys.
Welcome to the stream. Haley Page, welcome on in. Savory Chocolate, welcome in. A raid message because I saw you as Kermit. I figure, yeah, I get that now and then. Tat smells like a baka Kermit the Frog. Nevflix, welcome on in. Oh my goodness. What's happening, y'all? What's good? Just suffered watching some back crazy indie horror game. What horror game? I've actually, man, I avoided horror games for a long time because they always really freaked me the fuck out, and so I only well, I guess it was like last October for like, you know, basically, pardon me, like, you know, Spooky-tober. Yo, thank you for the follow, Weeb Trash. I appreciate that. Rocks! Welcome on in. Yeah, it was only like since I started streaming really that I started playing some horror games. So now I've like played, I don't know, probably half a dozen really good games. In fact, the next game I'm going to be playing is Resident Evil Village. So I'm always into some you know, some game recommendations. Hello. Yeah, welcome in. How's it going? Eternal Sword. How is everyone? What's shaking? How are things over in Tats the stream? Lamentum was the name of it. Is that right? Work. Got to finish your diploma and defend it by 20th of October. On top of that, go get several mandatory health checks. Find time to stream. Defend your diploma? Is that, does that involve sword fighting? I hope that involves sword fighting. Are you winning, son? I think so. I think so. Yeah, we've been rocking some New Vegas. It is, after all, a belated Fallout Friday. OMG, love RE8. Nice. Can't picture you being freaked out by horror games. They really fuck me up. The problem is, so when I stream horror games, I started using a heart rate monitor, and when I get really nervous, when I'm like super tense, my heart rate goes down instead of up, because I like practice, like I make my body calm and like practice breathing and stuff like that. And so yeah, when like freaky shit's happening, people don't even get the, you know, the joy of like watching my heart rate spike on the heart rate monitor, because as I've learned, I'm too zen when but like on the inside, I'm like, you know, my jaw's clenched and shit. So damn good. Are you gambling in this game? And yeah, that's it. Nice. Yeah, I'm about to gamble. I've literally never done roulette in Fallout, so I'm just kind of trying to. I have 8 luck, and I think all of this is determined by luck. So I don't know. I'm not sure whether I'll win if I choose something that's like a really tough 17-1. Oh, you can put a chip between 2 bets? Oh, that's weird. What about in the intersection between 4? You can. That's wild. I didn't know. Is that an actual thing in roulette? You can like place chips between 4 places? We watched Tats poopy his pants. It was a good time. That sounds pretty chill. Yo, Vlad has arisen. How you doing? Oh my god, a text to rocks. Okay, hang on. We got a thing for this. Oh my god, these are some silly words. Okay. Dong. Tra-la-la. Ding. Oh, you touch my tra-la-la. Well, congrats. You've added some words. Ding. Ding. Dong. That I've never said before. I think I saw a mouse, so things could be better. Oh, fuck. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. We bought a home a year ago, and just a couple months ago, a squirrel moved into the wall. So that was a whole fucking thing dealing with. I enjoy essential oil diffuser. Not because of weird voodoo shit, because some sense help calm me. I can see that. You have to write a diploma for a master's degree that's scientific, and you have to go in front of people, show them its original work, explain the facts, and so on. Wow. That's a shame. Yeah, because if defending your degree was more like, you know, just like holding down a point, you know, maybe shooting attackers or something, seems like it would maybe be easier. What meditation practice have you used to become that zen? I don't know. I just like, I barely move at all, and I just really focus on my breathing while I'm getting freaked out in a game. And apparently it lowers my well, not blood pressure necessarily, but my pulse, my heart rate at least. I don't know if blood pressure is related to your heart rate, because you know, not only am I not a doctor, but I'm about as far as possible. Here, let's put a ton of money on 13 and see what happens. I saved before this just to see whether there was any chance of me. Oh, finish bet. Yeah, let's finish our bet. Boom. Everything on 13. Let's see if 8 luck is enough to determine where 31. Hey, it's, you know, a flipped version. Oh, wait. No, we want... Come on. Yeah, we want to cap it out. pet squirrel, name him Larry. Yeah, I didn't name the thing because I don't really want it living here. Oh, dude, you have to increase the bet to 200 each time, and you have to tap it over and over instead of holding it down. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna try 3 times, and then I'm gonna fucking bail out of here and just reload my save. Yeah, okay. I don't think that luck helps with roulette. So, fuck that. Yeah, the old inverse luck. Don't give the squirrel coffee, it'll end up like in Over the Hedge. I'm not familiar with that reference, but I imagine it involves a hyper squirrel. Did you pick a topic for your thesis? That's a good question. There's an anti-cheating measure. Oh, right. So like within a minute after reloading, you can't gamble again.
Our bathhouse? The salt's in the water.
All right, well, we came in here and we broke up a cannibal cult. I mean, I kind of feel like my work here is done, right? What are you doing? I don't know, 6 inches off the ground. Oh, there we go. Return to Earth. Okay, so I guess, how do I get my shit back? Do I just get my weapons automatically when I leave? Oh yeah, I saw a little thing real quick that said you retrieved your equipment. Sick. Your confiscated equipment. Sick. Okay. Well, let's grab my hunting rifle and, yeah, now I got this flamer. Badass. Squirrel already hyper, gets the super zoomies. Does it drink coffee in the, movie?
Beats being on patrol.
What song was that which was just playing? I don't know, that was like, what, a minute ago? How am I supposed to remember what was happening a minute ago? Difference between microprocessor architecture of AMD and Intel processors, as well as instructions handling. Oh, that's cool.
Welcome back, friend. Of course.
Some PC nerd shit. I'm into it. Oh yeah, I grabbed some infected Brahmin meat because I thought maybe I would need it as evidence or something, but now it's just some bullshit that I've got on me. So the speech, having a speech outfit seems okay. Having a speech like glasses seems even better. It sucks that I can't hand them to a follower though.
Fine by me.
I already have formal wear, which is a speech outfit. So I'll just keep the speech mask, I guess.
Welcome back, friend.
So you can buy my other outfit here, the white glove attire. Oh shit. Oh, you don't even have fucking money. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing here. Here, buy my cane. I know it's a Zelda one, but not the title of that specific one or version. Oh shit. Yeah, exclamation mark song shows the current song, but I don't think there's a way to see songs that have already played, unfortunately. But if it's a Zelda tune, I mean, I could link you to the playlist that I use for, that just kind of like plays in the background. There's like 130 songs or something, so you'd have to spool through them, but... time slows after Hyperscroll drinks coffee? Okay, gotcha. Fallout 4 is apparently a London mod? What? Like there is a London mod for Fallout 4, you mean, or...? New Vegas has this funny effect. When you go a year plus without playing New Vegas, you're no longer used to the graphics of the game and it looks awful. If you come back and play it, eventually start to see the beauty of New Vegas' graphics. And what are those Tomcat boards? Would it be better to fold it or leave it flat? Yo, Nevflix, thank you so much for the follow. I dig the game. Or I dig the name, rather. Sorry. I'm a little buzzed. I've had some whiskey. I had a whiskey drink. I had a gin drink. And now I'm drinking just some soda water. I don't know what a Tomcat Mobo is. I'm considering my thesis, but I'm worried about not having enough material to do 80 pages. A lot of pages, Jesus. I try to avoid writing thesis because I hate that, but this time around I do not have a choice between thesis and multi-component exam. I'll screw through all 130. All right, sure. Well then, here, let me tab over real quick to YouTube. Go to my playlist here. And obviously, people can add more music to it. I just kind of like threw a bunch of songs together as the I don't know, the bass line. You better follow Nev. Give it a ginger. That's this why you're here. I like the whiskey drinks. What kind of whiskey? So it was a channel point redemption. I have a redeem for deciding the drink, which is available like once every, I don't know, hour or something. And it was a single malt small batch Japanese whiskey called Fuyu, which has this really gorgeous art on it. Yeah, super good, very smooth, a little bit sweet. Yeah, I don't know, Japan has been for years now getting all kinds of awards and accolades. Kermit the Frog here. Excellent. I'm happy to see that my redemptions are firing automatically again. For a little while there, I was trying to troubleshoot why they weren't actually happening automatically. Got 3 bosses left in Dark Souls. Hey, that's awesome. You're doing really well. Yo, Gorgungan. Wait, Gorgungan. Wait, I'm trying to figure out the etymology of your name. Obviously, Gorgon is there, as in the mythical creature that turns people to stone. But then, is that supposed to be Gungan, like Jar Jar's race? Because I'm guessing not. Let's see here. Where was I? I actually I'm following behind in chat here. Let me scroll up a little bit. Just place it flat. It's a sticky trap for mice. Oh, sticky traps are rough. Because then you gotta hear them scream while they're trying to rip off their own limbs to escape. I hate my current booze to drink is Evan Williams because it's solid and cheap AF. I've never heard of Evan Williams. I don't know that name. I keep my points for Kermit, thank you very much. Whenever I'm in a better place financially, I'll invest into good whiskeys. Canadian Club is truly the cheapest drinkable whiskey. Yeah, Canadian Club is very cheap, absolutely. Gorgun Gone. Okay, cool. My usual name in games is Gorgun, but that was taken in Twitch, so I tried to do Gorgun Gone. That was taken too, holy crap. Took off the E. Gotcha. I thought it was a reference to the Gungans, and I was like, no one would intentionally reference Gungans with their username, right? Nobody wants to be associated with Jar Jar. You ever seen Evan Williams? Try the white label. It's a bottled in box or bond whiskey. Costs $20. Yeah, I might. I don't know if it's something that we have in Canada. I worked at a government-run liquor store for quite a while, which is where I got all my formal education in boozing, and that doesn't ring a bell at all to me. I didn't have a better option. When you have to remind me. Yeah, sorry. But, as long as you deal with it quick. Imagine someone always chatting like Jar Jar. Misa can't even imagine. Yeah, I don't know how often y'all get Kentucky whiskeys. Yeah, no, we don't have a lot of them, I don't think. Thanks, I hate it. You should have Jar Jar face cam redemption. Actually, don't, please. Dude, there's not that many good ones. Like, there's a handful, we've got like, I like the anime one. Especially because it's really responsive, like, it grabs, individual eyebrow movements, and of course, like, of course you can look like a stroke victim. It's weird. It makes you look like different ages when you change your expression a lot. So that's kind of a fun one. And then of course there's this one, which is a real favorite for a few people in particular, which I find a little off-putting. And of course there's Kermit the Frog, or I am a banana, or the most cursed of the webcam redemptions. Although actually it's not the most cursed. This one's pretty cursed. Holy sweet Jesus. It's yeah. Or, you know, and then, you know, this one's another one that's oddly responsive. If you want to look like a character from fucking Frozen. But yeah, there's a bunch of these filters that are kind of enjoyable. But yeah, no Jar Jar that I've seen. I feel like I would have noticed that. I definitely would have added it to the stream. But if you come across it, you let me know. Misa's so happy to be here. Misa loves him, my boys and people. Oh, moi, those people. My favorite is Kermit all time. Yeah, I don't know. They're fun little webcam redemptions, you know? Something a little extra to add to the stream. Alright, so we went into one casino to do some gambling, and we ended up fucking dismantling the whole place and learning about some sort of crazy cannibal cult. So, let's check out a second casino. That was pretty legit. I'm gonna save before I go in, just in case I don't end up like getting my
Hey, baby
weapons
doll,
back.
welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
I came back to a Disney character. Just let it go. Why do you need my guns?
Security, baby. Can't make the bread if
Yeah, I
the
like having a bunch
baker's
of
full lead.
silly little
You dig it?
redemptions.
Don't
There's
worry,
a dust in here.
houses in here. Courtesy of
Yeah,
Mr.
pretty much
House.
every place needs to be dusted. People don't dust enough. I'm the same way. Dusting's
Smooth and easy.
dusting's
Oh, and a
tough.
friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that.
Oh, so this place is a
little
lot
business out of the way,
seedier. Where'd you take them?
Relax, baby. The safest houses.
What does it do
Everything
here?
your little heart desires, that's what. You like gambling? Boom. Hungry? Thirsty? Or maybe you'd rather take in a show.
Alright, cool. We had a lot
Have
of
a
shit
good
here.
time, baby.
Why is there a pipe in his face? Oh, because Edie is chilling in the way.
This gal right here, this is the gal.
These guys seem like they were part of the King's
Enjoying your
impression
stay?
courses.
Hey, you baby,
Swank.
good to see you. Always nice to have a celebrity drop by.
Don't question it. Who are you? Who?
Baby, I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. Name's Swank. This here's my joint.
I thought Benny ran this place.
Benny oversees the business,
Benny
sure, but I
ran
run
this
the Tops
place.
day to day. I'm his right-hand guy, you
I'm off to
dig?
bed, but have a good one. Yeah, cheers, Charmer. Well, thank you again for swinging in. Obviously, I'll go and you know, check out what you're up to as well. Yeah, appreciate that. I question everything, including my sanity, several times a day. Yeah, I think it's healthy to question your sanity pretty regularly, especially during these pandemic times. I would say, if you're not questioning your sanity, that's probably a pretty good case for you being insane.
Baby, you stick with me, you won't have to work a day in your life. Don't fret about caps. You just sit there and look pretty
Swank,
for
so
me.
full of stank, smells like a skank. Oh shit, I forgot I got the Black Widow perk. Baby, you're too good to me. How about some caps to buy myself something pretty?
Ooh, I dig the way you think, doll. Here, go treat yourself.
Oh my god, you just gave me $100.
Babe, you might have a jaw at Tommy Tarini up in the A.
You give me the rundown on New Vegas? Oh my god, he's really, whoops. See if he's got any
House is an alright kind of guy.
info about House, who's
Sure, he
fucking
keeps it
mysterious
pretty
as hell.
tight. Without Mr. House, we'd still be wearing gecko skins poking around.
Any quests by me asking about these different organizations? Yeah, I hate when songs have outros. There's like 25 seconds of bullshit at the end of that one. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Hey, well and tabbed out, actually. Why don't I fire off my Stream Raiders battle? We got this little Stream Raiders mini game that's quite addictive. What is this? What a skin. I like a sensor bar that's spinning. Wow. Yeah, so we got 10 people who have like joined me on the battlefield here. Did you decide on what stats you'll focus on when leveling up? Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm mostly gaining stats that unlock new things, like conversation options, give me experience. So it's like speech, lockpick, science. I need to up my barter more. I don't really want barter for like better prices and shit, but I want it because there's so many opportunities where it's like, oh, if you had 65 barter, you get 65 experience, you know? So yeah, I've just been leveling up non-combat kind of skill check abilities. Skin's good. The guy gets excited, could fly off into the sunset. I think the point is that he's currently doing the helicopter. Just meat spinning. Why is there a piece of cracker? I was expecting the dust, but that's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, so, I mean, there is always little bits of food fucking everywhere. Oh shit, we lost the battle. Damn. We need more people helping out in the Stream Raiders battle. Feel free to get involved, you know? You can click the URL there and, you know, the Stream Raiders website and come help out. Jizz in my pants. Nice place you got here. Tell me about it. I think you should know something about Benny?
Really? You got something to say about the big boss, huh? Well, why don't you say...
I don't think you're gonna like it, since Benny's been making his own play.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Benny tried to kill me and stole a platinum chip I was hired to deliver.
That doesn't... Why would he pull a stunt like that? Got anything else to offer?
He tried to make it look like an accident, just a traveler killed and robbed in the wasteland.
He's trying to pull a fast one on the big
Fuck, I
man.
wish I slept before I came in here. I could have gotten, like, 10% more experience from all that. I think I'd be happy to hear. I'm enjoying Dark Souls more than Bloodborne. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. The Bloodborne is mechanically fairly good. I'm not wild about the fact that there's like no shields and it's all really parry dependent. And the setting is conceptually interesting, although in execution it just ends up being kind of like a little bit samey. Although I don't know, the same can kind of be said for Dark Souls, I suppose. But yeah, I'm happy to hear that you're enjoying it. Yeah, Bloodborne I enjoyed, but I don't know. We've got more evidence that proves Benny tried to kill me.
Yeah?
I found this lighter. He dropped it when he killed his partners.
Yeah, that looks like Benny's lighter, all right.
I've also got this note.
That's pretty shady, yeah. Jesus, kid, I think we got a real problem on our hands. Tell you what, I'll call Benny, keep him away from his suite. You go search the place.
Oh,
it's
sick.
a room with the double doors. Can't miss it.
All right, sure.
Groovy, here's your stuff back, in case you run into company. Go on then.
Dude, he gives him a fucking weapons and everything? Oh, that's badass. All right, well, let's grab my hunting rifle. And, maybe a plasma rifle? Oh, I've got a couple things I can repair. Oh, it's a knife. Derp. I should have just dropped that at some point. We got a combat armor on. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're doing all right here. And you go. Hope you guys have fun. Yeah, cheers, Eternal. I am gonna learn more about Benny who killed me. Or at least, you know, shot me in the head.
Welcome back to the tops.
All right, so I'm supposed to go to his suite. Where did he say? 13th, room 13 or 13th floor or something?
You dig this crazy scene or what?
Cashier's office upstairs. I like how like more sort of dim and dirty this place is than the other casinos in. It's nice that they don't feel the same. Like they're like, yeah, they're just like really different places. I don't know, that's kind of cool. Can you use these? No, it doesn't look like the slot machines are interactable. What I hated in Bloodborne was frequent camera problems with the bosses. Had a similar problem fighting Knight Artorias yesterday. Yeah, Artorias is a bit of a rough boss in general. Oh, I see. You can play at the slots. Maybe you have to sit on a stool first. I don't know. I don't even want to bother finding out. Inaccessible. Take elevator to the 13th floor? I mean, I guess we should just bomb straight up and go and fucking figure out what the deal is with Benny. What a courtyard. Get the fuck off the table. I do what I want. Okay. There's a lot of rooms up here. Oh shit, and some of them are locked. You know what that means? Free XP. Oh, it's not stealing to take the shit here. Interesting. Stats aren't great. I would say skills are a little more valuable than stats. I've already got some gear that gives me speech, so... Oh, you can sleep up here. That's cool. It's cool the casinos have their own personalities. The devs did a great job. Totally. Even people's bedrooms, you know, have kind of their own feel to them. You know, people's houses, when you go sort of from one to the other. Have like sort of distinct feelings, you know. Some places have like fucking a skeleton in the bathtub surrounded by, you know, drugs, and other places are like you know, there's also like differences between like clean and dirty kind of locations, like the walls and the toilets and just like the objects in places, like two different versions. Benny.
Dig this crazy scene or what?
Requires a key. Oh. I just assumed that was going to be Benny's room due to the fact that it requires a key, but apparently not. That's cool that all the drinking water is clean here too. And then I can really tell the difference of 42 lockpick and 43 lockpick. You can or you can't. A sexy sleepwear. I think that's the armor I have. I could maybe repair my sexy sleepwear. Artorias was actually cool and fun. There's one particular move though that causes camera to shift, and if you try to dodge on the side split second late, it registers it rolling toward the boss and you get your ass whooped. Damn. That does sound a little bit annoying. No med kit in here. A lot of places that have med kits in them end up having all kinds of good shit, like stim packs and Rad-X and Radaway and stuff in them. Yeah, all of these containers are all kind of samey. Sarcasm? No, I figured. Ooh, that's probably the big main door that I'm supposed to go into. That's interesting that I'm not allowed to. Oh, I'm gonna, I think gain a level pretty quick. Things are repaired, they're more valuable. Benny and the Jets. You actually pick a lock using a screwdriver and a hairpin? This screwdriver, probably not actually. I think the screwdriver might be a little bit too wide. It depends on how how sort of long the like the actual like bit on the end is. Because yeah, basically you do just need like, in fact, a hairpin is an excellent thing to pick locks with. When I was a lot younger, I used to sort of pick locks as a bit of a hobby, and one of the things that I found was absolutely best was street sweeper blades. Like, every once in a while, street sweepers would go by, and their blades will break off here and there, and they're like a perfect, super thin, flat piece of metal. So that and like a safety pin or another piece of metal that's more like less wide are like perfect for picking locks. They're really, really good. So yeah, honestly, I would say a hairpin would be a really good replacement for that. And then the screwdriver would be that long, wide, flat thing that you need to replicate the key. Basically, you need like a thin, wide, flat thing in order to act as a key to put in there, and then you use something that's small, like a paper clip or a hairpin, in order to lift the pins up. And then each time you get a pin in the right position, then you can move forward another notch with the I don't know, in this case, screwdriver. But the thing is, I think a screwdriver, the tip is too wide and it flares to the width of the screwdriver itself pretty quickly. So you would need something that was thin for a longer chunk. So it's the screwdriver that's the less believable part. But the hairpin, absolutely, that would work excellently. Benny. Up, Benny and the Jets. Salesman Weekly. Extra. Where are my followers? Slept in a bed in here and they disappeared. Or maybe they didn't come in to begin with. I don't know. So if I interact with this door, are they going to get pissed at me? I should save just in case. They're in the room already?
Not my strong. Fine by me. Yeah.
There we go. Fully repaired sexy sleepwear.
Fine
now
by
we're
me.
$6 instead of I don't know, whatever the fuck. Oh, I didn't even mean to take this. I think the formal wear is about as good as it gets for increasing a speech check, because it only weighs 1 pound instead of 2. And honestly, weights add up, yo. That's funny, I rested and these two, like, infiltrated the fucking room without me. This is, I don't know, not even worth enough to sell. I'm just gonna leave it. Anything in here that's, like, a clue? Took Boone's sexy sleepwear. Oh, yes, I did. It's okay, he's into it. Having something that gives a bonus to charisma is nice. Although, actually, I have something that gives us a bonus to speech and something that gives a bonus to barter. So, actually, I'm realizing I don't think I actually need the sexy sleepwear anymore, because those are the only skills that are increased by charisma. And it's not very often that you need an attribute increased, like, specifically, so... Oh shit, it's Victor. Jesus. Hey, it's Sarsaparilla. Oh, it's not Victor.
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today?
What are you doing here?
Good question! My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his
Probably
encrypted
sleeps in full
transmission.
NCR attire. Can
Allow
confirm.
me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
Yes, man. What kind of name is that?
It's what Benny always called me. Probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful.
From my way of New Vegas, it's so rich you never have to loot things you don't want to ever again. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, is get super rich, so that I can buy all the implants to increase my stats. Have you seen Benny?
He was around here not too long ago. He's probably down on the casino floor now. You can wait for him here if you like. I'm incapable of asking you to leave.
Benny stole a platinum chip from me. Do you know what it's for?
Sure. Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there.
Wow. What's Benny planning to do with the chip?
Oh, he wants to kill Mr. House and use the platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I just do what Benny tells me. Easy peasy.
You're very forthcoming with that information.
I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
I download a mod to remove the cap for how much you can make in casinos, so I can spend all the time I want farming them. Ah. What if I wanted to take over New Vegas instead of Benny?
Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't want me to, but hey, not my fault I can't say no.
Benny reprogrammed a Securitron all by himself?
Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside. But that's all I remember.
What is this place?
This is Benny's workshop. When the tops got renovated, he had this half of the floor blocked off for his own use. I guess you could say it's my entire world. I don't think I've ever left this room. But that's okay. I'm not
He's
complaining.
very amicable. What are the details of the plan?
Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan.
Wow, this is wild. Say Mr. House is going to suffer an accident. How would that happen?
It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there,
I think
though.
I was invited in there.
It's the central node of his entire network.
I've been invited to visit it.
Wow. Do you have any idea how special that is? Red carpet treatment. Seems a little mean to use his invitation against him like that, but I'm sure it's all for the best. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the platinum chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Good Springs.
That was me. What do you know about the courier Benny shot?
I knew she was carrying the platinum chip, and I knew right where Benny should wait for her. That's why Benny put me here, to monitor Mr. House's data transmissions.
Right.
They're all encrypted, of course, but I'm quite a decryptor.
That makes sense. So
Did
he
you
knew
know
who all the
that Mr.
couriers
House
were.
spent 812,545 hiring salvage teams to find the platinum chip? Just in the last year alone?
That's crazy.
Of course you didn't.
So much cash.
Or that there were 7 couriers, but 6 of them were carrying junk.
I thought there were 6 in
How about
total.
their exact routes and the mercenary teams that screened them? I knew all that. Pretty smart, huh?
Wow, boy, what a fucking exposition dump this dude is. I'm the courier Benny shot.
I I know that's not true, because you still have a head.
I'm serious.
That's not funny, you getting shot in the head. I really shouldn't have taken so much pride in how I set that up, huh? I feel really bad right now.
Where's the platinum chip?
Benny carries it with him at all times. I think he's paranoid that someone might want to take it from him. The platinum
That's
chip
valid.
is the key to overriding and exploiting Mr. House's defenses. Did I just say exploiting? That's not a very nice word.
Once I get the platinum chip one, then
I'd take it straight to Mr. House if I were you. He'll think you're helping him out. Then, when he's not looking, kerpow! The big question is whether to give him the chip before you do him in. He's the one who'll know exactly what to do with it after all.
That's a
He
pretty
might
good
upgrade his defensive capabilities right away, or even unlock new ones. But then those defensive upgrades might make it harder for you to finish him off. Hard to say. It's up to you. Let me know when it's done and I'll roll over to the Lucky 38. If I'm right about the chip, I should be able to install myself on House's
Crazy.
mainframe.
Wow, that's a lot.
This is gonna be great. I'm gonna
of
help
info.
you accomplish so much, whether I want to or not.
So you're able to take over New Vegas. Dinner time? Had fun hanging out? Yeah, cheers, Sorgatani. Well, enjoy your dinner. Hopefully you're having something good. Should ask these tribes if they'll support an independent Vegas.
Oh no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't. You know, shape the future of Vegas. Choose your neighbors. If you like a tribe, leave it alone. Or, if a tribe is nasty, or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want to do.
Which tribe should I get to know?
There's a bunch. Some of them you've already met, like the chairman, for instance. I think you should visit the other families on the strip, the Omertas and the White Glove Society, so you know what makes them tick. And there are some important groups farther from the strip, too, like the Boomers, the Great Khans, and the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh yeah, I haven't met a single person from the Brotherhood of Steel. What do you know about the Boomers?
They must be a really nasty. They fire artillery on anyone who... If they can be convinced to fire those big cannons at the Legion...
Oh, that's interesting. So you could, like, get them to side with you.
The Khans are just... They've been kicked around. They were one of the tribes the three families pushed. So they settled at Bitter Springs, but they kept being so... So then...
What do you know about the Omertas?
I remember that Benny used to pay a
Good all week, so it'll be chicken schnitzel burgers and chips tonight.
Maybe she
Forever
knows
since we had chips.
something.
Nice. That sounds really good. I love burgers. Yeah, burgers and fries is a classic combo. I always like the voice acting and dialogue for Yes Man. That's exactly how you'd expect a character such as him to sound. Yeah, totally. I really do dig it. He's suspicious. His lips don't move even once. Oh, Jesus, you're right.
Just that Benny didn't like them. He hated their casino. Said it was tacky.
White Glove Society?
From what I understand, Benny didn't like them, though.
They had a cannibalism problem, but I've solved it.
A cannibalism problem? Really? I'm so glad you weren't eaten. That's 1 down, 4 to go.
Where should I look for the Brotherhood of Steel?
Some of Mr. House's data said that he... Telemetry...
Oh, that's
There must be
sick.
a
So it gets
bunch of-
marked on my map where all these people
They
are.
go around
That's
in big
so
suits of
fucking
power
helpful.
armor, and they have lots of energy weapons. But there's a downside. They just have a thing about technology. All I'm saying is, not much of a chance they'll accept a Vegas that polices itself with robots.
Right, they want to take all the tech for themselves. Fucking cool. Okay, I see someone wrote a bunker at the fort.
Right. It's one of 2 locations on Mr. House's network with non-standard hardware.
So I could go to a different place that's not
My
even at
guess
Mr. House's
is it has a reader that can decode the
to read the chip. I'll go check it out.
Neat. That's right. The data.
Wow. Well, that was a fucking huge dump of info. Almost overwhelming. Got a bunch of terminals. Whoa, what is this? Jesus, his room just goes. Oh, it's like back doors to places? Sub-basement? How do I get in there?
Oh! Hi again!
He doesn't give me a key. Maybe I have to get it off of Benny. Okay. Benny shows up, I'm gonna have to kill him. Wow, goddamn. I'm reeling. That was so much info. Yo, Gummy, how are you? Ahoy hoy. You need to kill Benny. I do. Benny needs to die. Okay, well, yeah, we've learned so much. God damn. That's cool. What else is in this casino?
Hey, ya mama, what's the haps?
Oh my god. The tacky dude. Big little courtyard, bunch of gamblers and stuff. Any named characters? Wow, so okay, the first casino we went into had a fucking cannibal cult. And the second one has a hidden room with just all of the game's lore. Crazy.
How's it hanging?
Chairman, gamblers, chairman.
Get your drink?
Bartender. What you got? What you got? What you got? Oh, actually, I picked up a finance clipboard at some point. Are doctor's bags ever useful? A well-dressed cannibal cult? Yeah, I guess if you like creepy eyes wide shut masks and shit. Boom. There you go. Buy my shit. A locked door. You know what they say, a locked door never boils.
NCR Rangers deserve all my praise.
I mean, it's not red, so does that mean I'm allowed to pick the lock? So Nuka-Cola quartz. It's quite valuable. But I'm trying to resist stealing shit, unless it's like quest related or like really, really actually useful, not just like for cash.
This place is the bee's knees.
The bee's knees, my god. It's so weird that the slot machines aren't like functional. It seems very strange that you can't gamble with the slots. That's like such a, I don't know, a weird thing to have omitted. What's upstairs? A theater. Cashier. Very hard door, eh? Who am I detected by? 100 to do very hard. Whoa. I didn't know I needed 100 for anything.
Hello.
Benny.
This gal right here, this is the gal.
Oh my god, is that Benny? He's not at the exit, he's like chilling at one side of the casino. Ooh, goddamn. This is about to turn into a shootout.
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves, smooth. Hello. It was you set the cons free down in Boulder City? You did that? Oh, shit.
Black Widow option, nice. When you shot me, you ran off so fast I never got your name.
You making a pass at me, sister? Because I'm out of your league.
It's Benny. Is it wrong to want a guy who'd shoot me in the head?
Did those bullets scramble your egg? Or have you always been a naughty broad?
Ugh, God, what a terrible term. Feels like bad boys, and you've been downright awful.
You're one sick pussycat, baby. There's
Maybe I can
Quinns,
convince him to
and
go
then
up to the
there's-
bedroom and then kill him without his bodyguards
I
here.
don't even know what to call you.
Saying I dig you despite it all. What do you say?
I hear dig from you, babe, and all I can think of is a shovel. How can this be? This ain't forgiveness. It's something wrong.
I'm a courier, remember? Don't you want me to handle your package? Oh, God.
All right, honey, baby. This is all kinds of wrong, but to my suite it is. 13th floor. Don't keep me waiting.
Nice. Sick. Now I don't have to fight these fucking 4 bodyguards. Yeah, they went there. I'm a courier. Don't you want me to handle your package?
Hello.
Wow. I can't even. Alright, well I'm gonna go meet him up in his room later. But first, since he's gonna take his sweet ass time getting there, didn't I see there was a theater up here? Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll kill Benny.
Hey.
Hey, a named character.
Hey, welcome to the finest entertainment experience in New Vegas. My name is Tommy Torino.
Alright, hang on. I forgot about the Stream Raiders battle. Let's do that real quick here. Bloop. Nice, we had 17 people who were taking part in the Stream Raiders. Awesome. It's appropriate considering the last song I chose. Was it Benny? Oh, looks like I'm lurking some folks who I'm not familiar with at this point. While we've got the Stream Raiders battle going on, why don't I crack open a couple of streams so I can support folks whilst I'm live. And then we'll do this boss battle. Captain. Beast Captain. Okay, I guess we'll go up in this top area. Here we go. Last song I chose was popularized by Kill Bill. Oh, a fight, or what, a battle without honor, or whatever it's called.
And how can I make your day?
Kind of the best known tune from that. Tell me about this. Or, oh, Swank mentioned you might be looking for some new acts. Can I help?
Sure, baby, sure. Tell you what, you see any good acts while you're out wandering? Give them my card.
3%
Just swing
cut.
back.
Not bad. Oh my god, I don't have barter though. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try and gain a level, crank up my barter, and then talk to him again.
This gal right here, this is the gal.
Rad pack. Oh my god. It's rad like rad, but also rad like irradiated. Wow, what a pun.
Get your drink?
So each of these bartenders has their own inventory. That's actually really useful to know. That's like a good way to pawn off a bunch of gear. Oh, but their allowance,
Ring a ding,
their
baby.
like max caps are really low. I have to head to bed. Glad I could stop by for a while. Have a great night. Yeah, cheers, Cosmic. It's always nice to see you. We'll sleep well. And, yeah, hopefully I'll see you again soon. Okay, Suite 13, I think was... Yeah, this way. Have good night. Sleep well.
Benny's gonna show you the tops. I hope you're built sturdy, you crazy broad.
I hope you're built sturdy, you crazy broad. Wow. Damn, you can actually sleep with them. That's crazy. I don't think I'm gonna kill the guy, or I don't think I'm gonna sleep with the guy who put a bullet in my head. Your pants on. I got questions that need answers.
The time for talk has passed, honey baby. These mouths of ours.
Does someone in chat notice this is Ken Masters' theme? Go for this trap, hook, line, and sinker.
You tramp.
Like I needed another social disease anyway. Wow. Get fucked. I gained a level. Now I can up my barter and finally pass skill checks that I haven't been able to lately. 25, so I can get it up to like 45 with a book, 55 with some clothes. Still not really super duper high, but oh well. Yeah, that'll help me with skill checks at least. Platinum chip. Whoa, that's 1,000 XP. Hang on. I can get an extra 10% by being well rested. Ah, fuck it. Whatever. I mean, 100 free XP would be nice, but... Presidential suite, hey? Damn. Maria. What does he think about that?
Don't you just love that platinum chip? Buzzes with power and possibilities, doesn't it?
Nice.
If I were you, I'd almost want to deliver. That is, unless you want to bring the NCR or Caesar's Legion to power.
What was Benny planning to do with the chip?
Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational. That would give me...
Can that actually be done?
Sure!
If something happens to Mr. House, I may be in touch. Okay. Well, fuck Benny. Well, or rather, specifically, don't fuck him. And now I've got the presidential suite key, which, there was definitely an opportunity to use that. Where was it? Fuck, there was a presidential suite somewhere. Don't stick your dick in that. Yeah, no, you don't have to tell me twice. Hard pass.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Oh,
Fine
so
by me.
Benny's suit gives me barter and speech +5, so I can get rid of my speech and barter outfits. Probably even the sleepwear, which basically just ups my speech and barter. All right. The restaurant. Oh, the presidential suite. Oh, sick. Oh, is this like a place where I can like a what's the term I'm looking for? A fucking like a home or whatever? Food, some boozes, bunch of scotch, wall safe. My play I crucified him? Literally, or is that an option? Wow, a lot of caps. Power fist. Grenade rifle. Holy sweet Jesus. Bunch of crazy gear in there. Okay, you're not holding anything. What about you, Boone?
Fine by me.
I'm also just wearing or holding outfits and shit right now. I might as well, I guess I'll just give him some guns that I'm not going to be using anytime soon. If I hand him a flamer, is he going to try and wield it though? No. Okay. Sick. I swear, one of these balls gave you a fucking a buff. Yeah, it must have been a different Fallout. It gave you like a bonus to your luck. But yeah, I guess it's not in Fallout New Vegas. Must have been probably Fallout 3. Damn, so it's just like finders keepers. I kill this dude and now I've got this suite because I have the key for it. So like it's mine now, I guess. My bed. Yeah, totally. Okay, this place is mine now. Sick. Some jet, some sunset sarsaparilla. Damn, yeah, if I had rested before I picked up that platinum chip, I would have gotten an extra 100 XP. God damn. Caps. Some books, some smokes. Atomic cocktail. Fresh apple. Random. And this is your Legion quest line. You have special options on what to do with Benny. That's crazy. I've never met Caesar's Legion. I wasn't even aware you could align with them, ally with them. Huh. Weird. Big ass conference table in here for some reason. Cool, alright, well we got ourselves a new place. Awesome. No response from security. Oh yeah, I guess what, security just leaves once he's dead? They're just like, alright, well fuck. Oh yeah, let's go to the theater. What's our... We need a certain amount of barter to pass a check with this dude.
Not my Yeah, you fine by me.
Right, I guess take another thing like a grenade rifle. Power fists and things that I'm not going to use. And let's get our suit on. Huh. Yeah, the suit looks decent. I'm into it.
Swank fill me in about Benny. Hell of a thing, baby. Hell of a thing.
Tell me about this theater.
Well, it was my idea. Well, me and the rest of the Rat Pack boys. We took it to Benny, and he thought it was a good idea. A few years later, here we are. The best show in New Vegas. Well, apart from serving...
Kind of entertainment do you
acts
have?
a bit thin on the song.
Red Pack review. Oh, damn. I no longer have the option for the fucking extra barter thing.
It's cool.
4 entertainers, eh?
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Damn, that's that's a tall order. That's a lot of people to interact
Get your
with.
drink?
Get $7. All right, we'll take these things that have now become obsolete then. Apparently these balls aren't really worth anything. Hold my balls. Is there any other vendors in this place? I don't think so.
You're back. Find anything?
Yeah, he's dead.
Huh. Guess that makes me the boss. Ring a ding.
I love how he doesn't give a shit.
Baby, you... Don't... Welcome back to the tops.
Cool. All right. That was a wild ride. Boy, each of these casinos has been crazier than the last. Wife time. Yeah, sounds good. Well,
hey,
have a
you
good...
there?
Oh,
I have a message
Jesus,
for
what is
you.
this?
It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important.
Yeah, have an awesome night.
Here you go.
The eyes of the mighty Kaisar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Kaisar will not extend this mercy a second time.
Whoa.
My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands.
You again. How'd you find me here?
I am the greatest of Kaisar's Frumentari. It was not a challenge to find you. Nor is this my first visit to the Strip.
Why does Caesar want to see me? Or Kaisar, I guess.
Go to him, and you will understand. Seek Kaisar by way of Cottonwood Cove.
I love
south
that the
of
NCR
Nelson.
and Legion both send somebody to see me the moment I get the platinum chip. This is like a real crossroads where I get to like choose
Kaisar awaits.
choose my like
Welcome to Vegas. Behave yourselves.
I don't know, my allegiance, I guess.
That guy Benny was a piece of work.
Have you heard of Mr. House?
Yeah. I don't know much, just rumors.
Wanted to see if there's new
All I know
dialogue
is
options
he's
with this
supposed to be
too.
in charge of the Strip. And he's been able to stop the NCR from taking it over. Wish he'd give it up so the NCR could focus on securing the border.
Does the name Benny mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Tell me about yourself.
If you want.
So I guess he just doesn't really open up. He doesn't tell you about Bitter Springs. Crazy.
Hello?
I guess I still haven't
I've
gotten
never seen a robot like that before.
close enough to him. Well, there's still one more casino. Oh, that's sick. They each gave me magazines?
Welcome back, friend.
Remember the Boone hates the Legion? Yeah, I think you get
friend.
closer to him by killing Legionnaires. But now I've been forgiven by the Legionnaires, so
Seeing the sights?
if I kill some now, I might not be able to go and interact with him. Hey, this is a good tune. I didn't even notice. Is this... Oh, Yes Man hangs out outside? Oh, I guess that way you don't have to, like, navigate through inside the whole place. That's cool. Wow, alright. Man, I don't even know what to do now. I've got a lot of quests. Travel to Cottonwood Cove and take the barge. It just tells me to go as far as there. Talent pool. Oh yeah, there's like a comedian who hangs out on the strip. Forgot about that.
You again. You should meet my bookie. All right.
Tommy Tortini at the Tops is hiring entertainers. I could put in a good word for you.
Yeah? Hey, you're all right. Tell him I'll do it for 100 a night. No, 50. No, 20. 10. Just don't rob me, I'll do it.
Sell yourself short. You're worth a lot more than that.
Whoa, geez, what was I thinking? You're right. I had to go in there with a cool head. Tell them how much I'm really worth.
Nice. Hey, having some barter paid off.
You again.
Find entertainers and then talk to them. Okay.
You know you want a piece of this. Give me some sugar.
Piss off, kid.
Okay. Well, there's the Lucky 38. There's also Gamora. I haven't checked out Gamora. With 30 more sneak, I can unlock some dialogue with this dude. Hey, little one. Oh, I know, it's really bright. Is Mama... Oh, okay, Mama's here. Yeah, it's bright. Poor little thing. Do you want to maybe leave the light on for me? Thanks, sweetie. All disoriented, waking up from the little one waking. Poor thing. Poor little sweetie pie. Get rid of some of this shit. The little one, her name's Callista. Yeah, the +5 repair. I don't know if it's worth £8 worth of gear. Alright. That was a lucrative thing.
Just lost a month's caps.
Gamora. So I guess that's going to be sort of the next place that we're going to check out. I think for now I'm going to wind down a little, maybe start to call it a night. But let me take a quick peek and see if there's some folks to raid. And keep in mind, if you want to stick around for a raid, you can get, you know, some channel points, some stream currency, which are always nice. Let's see here. What are people playing? Some Jackbox? That could be fun. Oh my god, ads are the worst. Some Sekiro? 24-hour birthday? Oh shit. Well, there we go. Alright, we're gonna go and say hi to B Flattened, because it's his birthday. Doing a 24-hour birthday stream. And, yeah, then I'm gonna call it a night, I think. Thank you for the hangs, y'all. I really appreciate. We got quite a few new folks following and big old raids and stuff. I really do appreciate all the support. Hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow for Skyrim Sunday. Unless anything comes up, there's a chance. No, I think I'm gonna be, yeah, I should be streaming tomorrow. Yeah, if you feel like copy pasting a raid message, we can all go in there spamming some Rocks raid. Oh, Hero Prees, yo, Fluffy Bunny. Just in time for a raid. Free channel points, yo. Yeah, I'll see you guys around the Discord. Have an awesome night. Appreciate that. Turk is over yet? Yeah. I'm gonna head over to B Flatten's stream. He is playing some Sekiro and doing a 24-hour birthday stream. So I figure that'll be, you know, a place to go and say hi and wish him luck. Sekiro's a hell of a thing. And yeah, looks like the raid's about to fire. Thanks, y'all. Sleep well, stay hydrated, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.